call Gigi.
You want me to call Gigi?
Hey, everybody. Oh, my God. Why am I so loud? Whoa. Hold on. Yikes. Is that better? Hello, hello. How the hell did that get so loud? Can you guys hear me all right? Hold on. It seems like it's low. Hello, hello. It seems like my controls got messed with. Like, what the fuck? It must have been the bird. You guys, I had another bird in my house today. Okay? Another bird. My cat brought in a blue jay. I feel like I'm really loud. My cat brought in a blue jay for the second time this week. There was feathers, part of a bird's nest under my desk. It was very scary. I'm still still recovering. Snazzy, it's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in a bit. I hope you're doing okay. Northern Beans, hey, Sparky, hey, Jerry, Marcy. Good to see all of you guys. Franny. Oh my God, they're so mean, and their beaks are like really long and sharp. Hey, AJB, thank you for being here. So wait, Christina. What if I send you some of the clips of yours that got me through the fall? That would be wonderful. I'm a zoo magnet. I know. Judy Lynn, you look so good in green. Listen, I got to tell you guys something though. The tone of this live stream changed. There's something wrong with my sound here. Hold on. There's a problem. Hello, hello. Is that better? Better? Worse? Christ, I feel like it's all effed up. Do I sound distorted? I know, CH, it's effed up. Do I sound distorted? It sounds really loud on my end. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Is that better? It's not distorted anymore? Hello, hello. I'm telling you, I had a bird in here and it messed up my stuff. Okay, is it better? If I move away, it sounds like I'm miles away, so I got to stay close. Hey, QTs. Hey, stay humble. I do not use StreamYard, no. I'm using OBS. It's fading in and out? Okay. How about now? Is that better? Worse? 4x4. You like this setting better? Much better. Much better? Okay. All right. Let me know if it's a problem because nothing is lighting up and I don't know why. Like nothing is lighting up on my soundboard thingy. Better? Okay. I just don't want to. I think I have to be like close to it for some reason. Oh boy, it's fine, Marcy says. It's really not though, because I could tell it's not fine. All right. So, anyways, gosh, I was all revved up to, I had this poll out, and I'm like, what are we doing? Are we going to be messy? Are we going to be chill? Are we going down a rabbit hole? 50% of you said you don't care, you're staying. Well, I hope that most of the moderators are here tonight because we got some really, really bad news before I clicked the live button tonight. And I just think that we all need to kind of talk and say a prayer. Well, hello, Michelle. Kels and Hexy are here. Southern Ish. I saw Southern Ish. Megan's here. Yeah, it's bad news. Is she? So, one of my moderators and dear friends was diagnosed with cancer. And I'm not going to be able to get through this. I can't even say it. She's on a hospice. And she has babies. And she has a husband. And I just want you guys to pray for them. Okay? I just want you to pray for them. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. It just took a turn at the last minute. It was like, oh God, it's bad. She has little ones. She's young. She's beautiful. And it's hit all of us. We found out tonight. So, is she? I want to thank you guys so much for letting us know, because I would have never known, because I didn't go into Discord this weekend at all. So I wouldn't have known, and I'm really glad that you told me. She is the best. Yeah, it's horrible. It's really bad. It does suck, man. Auntie Cheryl. I know, group hugs. So yeah, I got that news like after I created the live, and I'm like, do I still go live? Can I go live? Can I do this? I thought I could get through it without crying, but I can't. I know, Hexy, me too. It's really sad. It is. Galen, that's a really good point. So sorry. It's a reminder for us to appreciate each other. She's so sassy. So cool. Such a cool girl. We should say a prayer for her. It just sucks, man. Hey, Potato. I'm glad everybody's here. Thanks, Patrice. It's Nash. Nash Native. Gosh, dearie, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to everybody who's been, you know, affected by cancer. I mean, to be a young mom, and I don't know, man. It's just like, can't imagine what her husband's going through. Her with the little kids, and oh, it just makes me sick. It just makes me sick. Yes, Nazi. She was around last week. Hey, Sinner. I don't typically do this. I don't typically go live and cry, but I do have our emotional support. We have my kitty cat tonight. She's here for emotional support. Yeah, her daughter's only 2 years old, and her daughter's so beautiful. Let's take a moment of silence, shall we? Because I need to get myself together over here. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Sorry. I had to explain to my husband why I was crying. I'm like, oh. Well, hello, AK-47. Yeah, let's just hug each other real tight. I love you guys. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I don't want to bring anybody down. I was like, what do I do? But We need to honor Nash because she's special and her family needs prayers. I love you too, Jer. I would say, prayers, whatever it is you do, good vibes. Oh, my cat left. Of course she did. Typical. But I figured I'd come on here, let you guys know. Some of you guys know Nash Native, some of you guys don't. But she was pretty special to us. And yeah, we do. Potato, for sure. Just sucks. This happens every now and then on the tubes. You lose people just like you do in real life. Dude, if she went outside to get me another bird, we're going to have a problem here. We're going to have a huge problem. I want to read some of your comments. There's Sin. Sin says, "Love you, Nash." Southern Ish says, "I've prayed that God would just give them an indescribable peace." Aw, Lula, that's really nice. We love you now and always. Hey, Mama Bear. Oh, Kels. Melissa Hart. Hey, girl. Hey, Dreams. Hey, Greers. Caitlin says that cat and her addiction to birds is going to destroy your studio. I kind of feel bad because I have so many bird feeders that I feel like I'm baiting them. Hey, Becky. Thank you, Whistledown. Yeah, I mean, you never know. It's not any different than real life. We make friends and we lose friends, and I just pray for peace for her and her family. It happened so fast. I will miss our 6-hour phone calls. I'm so glad you got to have that relationship, Ishi. Kelly Kell says, "I really love when you watch Jolene." Oh, there's Pines. Hey, Pines. I don't know what it is with the birds. All the virtual spreading of love, however that looks for each of us, that's a community. That's so true. So true. Oh, I know. I can't even imagine. I don't. How old is her son? Is she? Isn't he like 5? He's like 5. Her daughter's 2. But I'm so glad that like she got to share. See, now my mic's quiet. What the hell? Hello, 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 hello. I don't know what the hell's going on with my microphone. My microphone is loud as fuck. I don't know why. Hello, hello. He's 6, 5, and 2. Okay. You like it, Becky? Thank you. Thank you much. Thank you much. I think I fixed the mic for the most part. Yes, shortcake. How you doing today? Hello, true crime and other stuff. Hello, Liz. Snazzy said, if there's anything we can do for the family, let us know. Yes. She's going to be in contact with Nash's husband. So we'll get updates. We'll get updates. You like it loud? I just don't want it to be distorted. Who's back? Guess who's back? Back again. Who's back? Thank you for choosing these most incredible group of ladies to have each other's back and truly care for each other so very much. True that, Auntie Cheryl. We could literally all talk on voice for hours. She's an amazing friend. Which one? Which one? I don't see a troll. Mars. I agree with that, Pines. Is she part of a church? I'd like to write a prayer, but I don't want to offend her. I really don't know, Patrice, but that is really, really a nice gesture. Are you doing okay, AK-47? Hello, Nana. How you doing? The one that kicked you out. Kicked me out. Uh, hey, Tiffany. One of our moderators, Nash Native, she is on hospice as of today with cancer. Oh, I don't know who that is. What did they kick me out of? It's better, Nana? I will, Patrice. Thank you. Thank you guys for all being so kind. Thank you, Hybrid. We just found out. I just found out right before we went live. She was just in chat like last week. Her sassy self was just in chat last week. Southern Ish said she's trying to find a place to donate in her name. Her husband was very appreciative of prayer. Not sure the church they attend. I will find out. So maybe when you find out, we can do something as a community to honor her. Our spicy sassy Nash. Oh yeah, she'll never be forgotten. Thank you, Clad Queen. I hope you guys have had a good Sunday though. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but things happen in life, and you got to talk about it. And yes, hospice is from what Ishi heard. Hospice is being, I mean, amazing with her children and with her husband and everything else. So hopefully we can find out like what would best honor her, and maybe there's like something that would be in her name. Jay, honestly, this is the highlight of my day. Sometimes you just need to be around a bunch of people that feels like family. I agree, Shortcake. I'm glad we're all here together. Thanks, Patrice. You guys are really kind. Um, I don't, Melissa. I don't want to speak out of turn, but I do believe. Oh, and my cat's back. She came back. She loves us. Mama's came back, but I do believe it spread fairly quickly. Hey, Connie. Hey, Debbie. What up, lawnmower? Yeah, smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
That'll never get old. Oh, is she sending you virtual hugs? Stazzy, I know it really happened. It really happened fast. Ryan Thomas, I want to say thank you for everything for what you do. I look forward to your streams. Thank you, Ryan. You are my new true crime and news reporter. There is just something about you that I love. Thank you. Ryan, thank you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you all are here. Oh, it was skin cancer. Okay. I didn't want to speak out of turn. It started with skin cancer. Oh my goodness, that's really scary. Yeah, F cancer. Well, I'm not the best prayer person in the world, but I'll give it a shot. You guys ready? God, I ask you to wrap your arms around Nash, her family, her children. Bring them as much peace as possible and watch over them as they move forward at this horrible, horrible time. Amen. Is that okay? We love you, Nash. I hope she feels it. God, it started with a mole. You got to be kidding me. How did I not know that? Thanks, everybody. Look at. There's 200 people here praying for Nash. Thanks. I'm not a good prayer. I'm not a good pray person, but it's what I felt at the moment. And whatever you believe in, send it her way. What a good person. Too good. Yep. Nope. Not today or tomorrow. Power in numbers. Thanks, FBI. Speaking of FBI, my God, is Jennifer Coffindaffer okay? I don't mean to change the subject, but is she okay? Oh, I like that, CH. I can't read it out loud without tearing up, but I pinned it. Read CH's comment, you guys. I told her husband I left the chapel at the hospital and there would be hundreds of prayers for them. You're such a good friend, is she? Ah, thanks, you guys. No, like today, she's really not okay. Beautiful, CH. I love it. Hi, Penny. Guess what, you guys? Penny's going to Crime Con. Penny Farthing. Penny Farthing is going to Crime Con. I'm so excited. Who else in here is going to Crime Con? Her live today was wild. She's like fucking not okay. I don't know how else to put it. She's just doesn't seem okay. Hello, Glass. Hello, Colette. Hello, Higgins. Bert, she's wild AF. We have Kitty Cam tonight, you guys. Can you guys see her? Dude, there is some weird ish going on over there. Galen's going. All right. Lisa's going virtually. You think she's a little slow, but she's but she's ex FBI, y'all. Like today she went on she was talking about Hindustan Times, which is it's like a fake news site. And she's like I get my news from there when I do my morning. What'd she say? When I do my morning scrub. Imagine Coffin Daffer having coffee and doing her morning scrub of the internet for news. And she's going to Hindustan Times. So then she says that Hindustan Times is reliable because she gets it's like no No, Christina. She said she was agriculture in the FBI. Then she said she was a sharpshooter. And then she said something else. And she hates when you say ex FBI. She likes former. But anyway, she was like, she goes, I use Hindustan times when I do my morning scrub of the news. And then I came across this article. And she goes on to read this article that says that Nancy was found on a jogging trail in Colorado, in Longmont, Colorado. And she reads the whole thing to prove it's wrong. Then she pulls up a post of JLR on X and she razzed JLR, but she cut his name off. You could only see the bottom. And she's like, I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to say his name, but look into people's backgrounds. Look into people's backgrounds. I hope you can, Kels. She said, this person was in the federal penitentiary for fraud. Oh, she said she worked busting the cartel too? Dude, she's worn a lot of hats. I like Maureen. Maureen is the bomb. Her morning scrub with her yellow loofah. But it's just like she talks and she doesn't make any fucking sense. Hi, Evelyn. Reporting from Utah.
Ski, Utah.
Oh, yeah, Maureen. We haven't seen much of Maureen lately. I've never been able to find her history. Listen, she said she looked into people's background, but backed HTC without any research. Did Coffin back HTC? Yes, we'll get CooterCon merch. Faux show. Yes. Yeah, I'd love to see Jen and Maureen together, too. Tracy Walder, is she the blonde that goes on News Nation? I like her, too. Dr. Momo, I don't know what she's been doing. Maureen's sister is ill. Oh, that's sad. Did you see her reenact getting into the frunk of her Tesla with her husband? She was talking about the David case. Did she actually do it? I heard her talk about it, but is it an actual video? She literally backed them the next day. Someone sent me a screenshot because I didn't know who it was. Wow. Can I explain who's cool and who is crap? I don't know what you mean, Sunset. I know, Evelyn. Sending you virtual hugs. We're all really sad. Did she actually video that? I need to know. Hey, Gladys. Good to see you. Judy Lynn. Yeah. I mean, we could talk about that. I mean, I don't really have anything to say other than what I said in my video last night. Like, deflection is the problem. She got into a bag and tried to get in the Tesla. I need to see this. How long ago? Is it a video or a live stream? Did she do it live?
Fuck it. Do it live.
Oh, the scientist.
I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
No, we didn't, Colette. We couldn't get close enough. That was weird, though, about the poor USF. The two students that passed away were from USF, and then they had a fire there yesterday. Let me know if she did it live or if she did it in a video. Because I don't see it as a vid. Hello, Sparky. Come on in. We're just hanging out. God knows what we'll get into. I know. I agree, Marcy. Blech. I didn't hear anybody report on it but you. Really? I don't know if they figured out. Hold on. Can you guys hear that? Someone's smoke alarm was just going off. Her husband tried to put her in the frunk. She's just covering Nancy Guthrie for the past month. Was it older than a month ago? Okay, Christina. It was an X post. Oh. Yeah, it's not really worth rehashing, Bert and Ernie. Nice, Colette. Um, Let me see if there's a cause of it. I agree with that, FBI. FBI. Let's see. Oh, wow. The laboratory building is a total loss, per the university president. A local, oh, that's nice. A sub shop in St. Pete brought free sandwiches to the firefighters battling that fire. Lightning, they say. Lightning may have sparked the fire, destroying top U.S. Marine Science Lab. About 200 firefighters responded to the devastating blaze at University of South Florida's lab on Saturday. Jennifer Coffindaffer is Coffin. There's the fire right there.
You can't touch this.
Oh my God, that scared the shit out of me. Marcy. Marcy. Thank you for the super sticker. She sent the kitty catty. Damn, Kels. Let me see. Yesterday they said there was no injuries, but I wonder if that changed. Oh, it's behind a paywall. Here's a close up. The Marine Science Lab. No one was believed to be in the building when the fire started and no injuries were reported. But the building is a total loss. Thank God nobody was there. Yeah, and we had that storm. Remember when you guys heard it when I was sitting here and I lost my stream? Remember the lightning struck and I was like, oh my God. And then I had to restart. We have faculty members of research labs there. This looks like a total devastation. An electrical storm passed through the area in the lead up to the fire. He speculated that could have been the cause, but they were waiting to hear more. We're actually quite lucky the wind is taking to the east of us because we have residence halls and a whole lot of students on this campus. Jeez. Thank God it was a building no one was in and not the freaking dorms. It's like a freak thing. Here's some more photos. Look at that smoke. I watched your Oasis porch live today. Oh my God, Kels. Did I figure out how to turn on my umbrella lights? Kels. They're not lights, they're screws. Oh, wait, hold on. Colette said, Jay, just got an idea. I would love for you to host tinfoil hot takes for Cooterville one night, where we vote if we believe the conspiracy theory or not. We can call in, chat can boo us. Dude, that'd be so fun. Thank you, Indelible Bloom, for gifting a cootership to please pass the pepper. Pass the pepper. Welcome in. Colette, that's a wonderful idea. I say we do it.
She says, welcome
Close
to
your legs.
Cooterville. Everybody
Close
close
your
your
legs.
legs. Everybody coming in, close your legs.
Close your legs.
I told Colette she needs to be my producer. Let me be your producer. The cat thinks I'm a crap hunter, so it's bringing me food. She was so proud of herself. Oh my God, Liz says let's do it right. Liz. Fuck you, Liz. Just kidding. I love you, Liz.
We're not mean.
Going to the clinker, the big house.
That is a fun idea. We'll get some shit together and we'll definitely do it. Colette has the bestest ideas. Another thing that I wanted to yes, it is, Lisa. The other thing I wanted to talk about too. Did you guys know that Steven Tyler's being sued and it's going to trial? No, I couldn't imagine being on one of those boats. Hells no. YouTube bad actors. I don't know how, but for some reason people are disappointed in me because of the hella crap. Huh? Disappointed in you for what? Dude, I literally asked her to explain why she made a group and talk shit amongst other creators with me and asked her why she did it, and she never addressed it. That's on her, YouTube bad actors. That is 100% on her. People they should be disappointed with her. I asked a freaking question. She danced around it and threw a bunch of emotional garbage in there. Hello, Kylie. Good to see you, babe. I love YouTube bad actors. YouTube bad actors is badass. Yeah, and it's not even drama. You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
She called out Ickemel, but doesn't want your help. No, she doesn't want me to help. She wanted to tell everybody that was in support of it that I'm hindering it, that I'm against it. She's nothing but a drama queen. She's like Lauren Matthias, and I just can't. I can't. Can't with Lauren. I can't with her. Marcy. Wow. Marcy, you're the bestest.
Coming in hot,
just like a fajita. Thank you. Thank you so much. Damn right we are family. And no one's going to break that bond, Cooterville. Kylie, Julie, Daisy, Mika, Sabine, Irish Jessie, Chicken Tender, Christy, Can We Not, and Misty C. Welcome into Cooterville. Make sure you give Marcy a huge thank you.
She says, welcome
Close
to
your legs.
Cooterville. Everybody
Close
close
your
your legs. Everybody coming in, close your legs.
Close your legs.
Coming in hot like a damn fajita. Thank you so much. Smoke 'em if you got 'em, Jack.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
I love it too. Higgins, you didn't get one? That's crazy. Well, thank you, YouTube bad actors. I'm sorry you got any shit for something that had nothing to do with you. Cindy, too. Thank you for joining on your own accord No one forced you. So you are
She says, welcome to
welcomed in.
Greenville. Everybody
Close
close
your
your
legs.
leg. Everybody coming in, close your legs.
Close your legs.
Thank you so much, Cindy and Marcy, making it rain.
Why are people such
Whoops.
idiots?
Pum 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 ding dong ding dong pum 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 ding dong ding dong. I love you too, you two bad actors. No, I mean, it really doesn't involve anyone other than me and Helen. Lisa discovers. Thank you for joining on your own accord. Another welcome.
She says, welcome
Close
to
your legs.
Greenville. Everybody
Close
close
your
your
legs.
leg. Everybody coming in, close your legs.
Close your
Close your
legs.
legs.
Hey, Katie. I didn't forget your song. I played it. You didn't hear it, girlfriend.
Coming in hot, just like the fajita.
Oh, I know, Sunset Chaser. It's like, come on. Why is it that it's never considered drama until someone claps back at the shit stirrers? Mine was literally, I just had a question. I just wondered why you do that. And, if you did that, you just, you know what you do? It's really easy. Okay. It's called accountability. You literally say, oh my God, I did do that. And you know what? It was really dumb of me. Or, I really wasn't thinking. I shouldn't have said that. And I apologize for saying that. Okay. That's it. That's all. Instead, we got a fucking hour long. Hi, Felicia. I love you. Oh, we're really good friends. Oh my God. And this is about her. This is about her. And then putting that horrible black eye picture up there for shock and awe. And then, oh, can we just bury this? Can we bury? No, because I want to know why the fuck you did it. That's it. Thank you, Evelyn.
If it looks like a duck and walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it is a duck.
Oh, I'm losing sleep over this and this and that. And it's like, dude, that was like the 9-hour live wrapped up in one. Congratulations. And then for extra value, we had It's About Her. And then we saw this horrid picture of the black eye. And it's like, ugh, shock value. Hash it. What does that even mean? I know, and to use it to manipulate your audience, that's fucking weird. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when Lauren sat in the bed and did that video. Remember when Lauren sat there and did that bed video? And she was like, hey, I don't even remember what the fuck she said. Oh, people are saying I'm having an affair. And they're saying all this, that, and the other about me. That's what it reminded me of. I was like, oh my God. It was really fucked up. Like, dude, I guess, right. Some people, you know what, Kylie, you put it well. Some people are just allergic to accountability. But it's just like that. It's just like that. Just deflection and woe is me bullshit. It's about her. It's about her. Stop putting her out there and stop exploiting her. Ugh. Anywho. Connie, I don't even know what we're talking about. We're talking about like 5 subjects at once. Oh, the snot on the towel. Didn't she wipe her whole schnoz with a hotel towel? Cindy. Right, just say you're fucking sorry and move on and like correct the problem. That's all you gotta do. It's Kresha's birthday. Happy birthday, Kresha. I know she's not here. She had her own live tonight. I don't know if she's still live, but she was live earlier. She might be celebrating, but happy birthday to Miss Kresha. Happy birthday, Kresha. Kylie, I love your nails, girl. We love us some Kresha. Under Kresha. Any latest big scoop on JLR? Nope. I don't know what kind of big scoop people are thinking they're going to get. Because I don't think there's going to be a big scoop anytime soon. I mean, unless he gets arrested, but it seems to me that he's moving around quite a bit. The last thing I saw was that he said he's going to be in Texas, going to some trial or something. What's up, Janice?
Happy birthday, baby.
You sent me a new soundbite? You did? Let me see what Hexy sent. What's Colorado? You're from Colorado, Perfectly Me? Colorado. What's Colorado? No, he said Texas. I thought it was Texas. He's going to watch a blizzard in Colorado first? Oh, okay. Thank you, Evelyn, for the update on the book. Oh, it's a new Ashley bite. Listen.
What the actual fuck is going on?
That's great. Can you tell me where you got the red and blue lights on the patio? Okay, so Marcy, those are like landscape lights, and they have different settings for like um well, it's we can't talk to her. So oh. Georgia Dog said he's really sorry about Nash. He's all up in his feels. Oh, Home Depot. Sorry. So they're like landscape lights. Got them at Home Depot. Um, and you can change them for each holiday and stuff.
What the actual fuck is going on? What the actual fuck?
Hold on. I'm trying to airdrop it to myself. Okay. Shell, I hope you feel better. Jay, did Titanium say something? Dude, everybody hates me.
Everybody hates me. They want me to go eat someone.
Is it CH's birthday too?
Happy birthday, baby.
Happy birthday, CH. Oh, we have so many birthdays. We need to just play the birthday song.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, 'cause you're awesome. Happy birthday to you.
So much fun. Birthday. He said he's planning on moving out there. Jay, I left when everyone did, but been in the bushes everywhere. I'm my own person. If people don't like me for the chats I'm in, then they can fuck directly off. Preach.
Fuck directly off.
CH, I hope you had the greatest day. Thank you for being here. I love celebrating birthdays. Oh, Danish girl, you're going to be a grandmother. Congratulations. We got all kinds of good news. We got all kinds of good news. Thank you, Hexy, for the soundbite. Liz, are you back? Are you okay? Liz, are you going to be all right? This is Liz.
Guys, I'm eating junk and watching rubbish. You better come out and stop me.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Your youngest turned 21 yesterday. Oh, my. Oh, my. Liz? Liz, are you coming to CrimeCon? Did I ever share the sign my dad had above his office door? No, tell me. I'm echoing? Echo, echo. I shouldn't be. I should not be echoing. Okay, I just tested. I'm not echoing. You thought Janice pulled a prank on you? I wouldn't put it past her. No echo. No echo. So true crime and other stuff. Yeah, she made a little post about me on X. That was all. Why do you ask? Is she going on a rant too? Is everybody going on rants? You should do we do birthdays in Cooterville. We love birthdays because you know what? It's one day to celebrate your damn self. That you made it another year, that you're still here, and it's never too late to do things that you've been putting off or you've been shoving to the side. It's just a reminder that you have more time. So spend every minute wisely. I don't know. Look at Liz. She's like, I thought Janice did it. I thought Janice just infiltrated the whole chat and made it all go away.
Roberta.
Judy Lynn, happy early birthday. Girl, you can't stop celebrating at 40 because 50 is even better. Aw, Patrice. He sounds like a great man. Florida Power and Light. Oh, yeah, I don't know. She likes to, you know what she likes to do, true crime and other stuff? I think she likes to dabble in the drama, just not on her channel. You know what I mean? Like, I think she likes to, like, make comments elsewhere, but not on hers. So it's just kind of weird. I don't know. Everybody likes a little drama every now and then, I guess. You're 61 and you don't like birthdays. What the hell? Come on, man. Live your best life. That's what I tell my little 6-year-old granddaughter. What does Yami tell you? She says, live your best life. If there's anything that she takes away from me, I hope she remembers that forever. Just live your best life, man. Make the best of what you have when you have it. And remember those that are important to you every day. So far, your 50s have sucked. Why? Are you pregnant? Why did they suck? Damn. 71 and you don't like birthdays? Well, we're going to celebrate your birthday here. So I don't know when your birthday is, but Linda Kramer.
Happy birthday, baby.
Whenever it is. What did it say, Patrice? Have a nice day somewhere else. Well, I'm wondering how your 50s can suck. Unless you're pregnant. That would really suck. Problems with adult children, that's not fun. That's not fun. I get it. I get that. I really do. But we're all here. We're here for each other, right?
Bing bang.
And for God's sakes, if you still have your parents, enjoy them. You have a black and white street sign that says, please go away. You guys are so welcoming. Pregnant at 50? Heather? Heather, you've managed to make a lot of lives lately. Thanks for being here. Well, hello, Spaghetti Nona. Spaghetti. Change that tune, Jack. Oh, God, Danish girl. Tell me. Tell me. She said, I hate menopause. Ugh. When is it official? Is it official that you're in menopause after you, like, it's been a year? Is that what it is? People who didn't know my dad were probably scared of him. He was kind, but made everyone accountable. That's a great, that's a great trait, I should say. A great trait to have. And it's not too much to expect people to be accountable, okay? As adults, accountability is key. Dude, Ryan, I know once you turn 40, it's like, oh, the hot flashes, they're horrible. It's official when the hot flashes stop. Is it me or are you aging backwards? Yeah. Oh no. I feel it lately. You're 60 this week, Spaghetti Nana.
Happy birthday, baby.
Menno, good riddance. I don't know, Bert. When did it start for you? I mean, we are like 82% female here, so I don't think we're scaring away too many males right now. If Sinner's still lurking, I don't know. Sinner might be like, I'm out. Like they're talking about men about dudes.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
I know. My mom used to have a mug that said, Happy 39th again. The nighttime sweats are terrible. Oh, wow, Bert and Ernie. That sucks. There's a ton of May babies. Armand Dr. Melmo is May 17th. So we got that one coming up. It's birthdays. So, CrimeCon update. It's creeping up on us. It is Sunday, May 3rd. And it looks like we've got 24 days. I love you, Auntie Cheryl. I'm 67, and believe me, I look forward to every year. BDS creators? What's BDS? BDS. Big dumb suckers. Today, your grandson turned 13. Officially a teenager. Look out, world.
Happy birthday, baby.
May 9th for the bloomer. Yep, Crush's is today. Yep. I know. What is BDS? BDS. Kels is always using the acronyms that I don't know. Today's May 3rd, right? I leave on the 27th. So I leave in 24 days. So our CrimeCon trip starts when I leave to go to the airport. BDSM. I'm taking y'all with me. This is like going to be fully documented. Oh, Brittany derangement syndrome. Beef dissecting syndrome. Jay, I hope you saw I meant pregnant at 50 would suck. I'm only 45. Oh, I see that now. No, I said today is Sunday, May 3rd. And that means there's 24 days until I leave. That's what I said, Sin. Go get the freaking toilet scrubber. Oh, Liz. She walked in and her puppy was laying face first into her phone, listening to me. Crime Con. I'm going to Crime Con in Vegas. And I'm taking you guys with me. So, yeah, so that's coming up. I'm all ready to go. I'm going to do another stream with my phone because I want to try out the microphone and stuff that I got. Because I've never used this kind of stuff. That's really sweet. Because I've never really done, and you know how I was the other night. It was like, ooh. But I got this. Kels got this for me. I still need to get another charger, a secondary battery pack or whatever. But this, they're not cool like Christina's, but these little microphones are pretty cool. They're not furry like Christina's, but they're little and you can use them with your phone. It's got a little USB tab, but look how little it is. It's like a little tiny microphone. Hello, I'm reporting to you. I'm reporting to you live from Crime Con. I'm sitting next to
The lawn crime.
I know, but it's cute. Oh, and I need a phone fan or fan thingy. I don't know. I have to try them. You have those? I have to charge them and then test them out. So that's my next. And plus I have a light that goes on there too. They do clip on. You can hold it or you can clip it. So I was thinking, because it's probably loud in there, that if I clip it on my shirt, that you guys would be able to hear me. And it said that it has good like noise reduction or whatever. So I figured it would be better to wear a mic so you guys can hear me instead of having all that background. It's a Cooter clip mic.
Hey, Cooter Clippers.
The tiny furry one suits. I know it does. It so does. 857's going. Yeah, there's 2 of them. Yep. So I can interview Christina. I'm going to be like, here, Christina, here's your mic. And here's mine. Yep, it's got 2. Leslie, thank you for 6 months. Went to an Orthodox wedding in Orlando tonight. Did you have a good time? Oh, I could, wear it on my brooch. You need a big block with all your gadgets. I will send you the one we have. It's a beast. What do you mean a block? What's a block? So I have my bag with all my stuff. This is the light. Ooh, see that? Look, it's a bite light. It's a bite light. Oh, a big charger block. Is it heavy though? So this thing goes on my tripod, right? So I can have light if I need it. It is really bright. That's only 50%. Let's dim that shit. That's 15%. Still bright. I know, Pines. Well, I want it to be good. You know, I don't want it to suck. We'll look like tourists. For real. But I got this cute little bag. And it's got like a spot for my cords and shit. But it's not too big. And look, it's crossbody. Crossbody. Holla. He is Leslie. Yeah, that's Liz. That's the threatening voicemail lever. All you need to know is your safari hat and vest. Hey, ATS. But yeah, I thought that was a cute little bag, like a good size. Dental says crossbody call out. Thanks, Ryan. Never half-ass 2 things, whole ass 1 thing. Drunk old Liz. Poor Liz. Poor Liz. This is my first crime con. And you know what?
Ski Utah.
It has changed a lot. Like when I used to watch, like, remember when, what's his name? John Crimes went to Crime Con and shit. I do need a cooler. I don't know how those work though.
And then she sent out cease and desist letters to.
No booth. I am just going there I'm going to wear my lanyard and I'm going to walk around and I'm going to show you guys what I see. No, I'm not going to have a booth. So I can do what I want, you know? Yeah, like when John Crimes went and stuff, it was different. It was smaller. Absolutely just another human. Yes, yes, yes. 150%. I'm going to take you guys with me on a trip. Threatening voicemails. Yeah. Will I wear a visor with hair? Maybe. Why a fan? Won't you be inside? I guess your phone heats up when you're streaming a lot. I don't know. This is my 5th year, says Dental, and it changed a lot even in the past few years. Scaramouche, Scaramouche. Your oldest granddaughter is graduating May 21st in Florida. Christina's not going to any Othram presentations. I think you should go to one and stand up and say, can you explain the partnership with Web Sleuths because we don't understand? Hey, BG, what's happening? I could wear a visor one day, a cowboy hat. Christina did get reimbursed for her CrimeCon ticket this year. Whoop, whoop. VIP, bitches.
That fuck 'em up. I'ma do my stuff.
You don't like the people that run Crime Guy? Leo, what's happening? Joe Schmo. Ugh. Joe Schmo. Do you think he's going this year? Flannel, thank you for 4 months. Flannel says, looking forward to seeing CrimeCon through your eyes, Jay. Thank you. Thank you for 4 months. And I look forward to sharing the experience with you guys. So it should be fun. A press vest? Oh, my neck is sore. I was trying to find the live where Coffin got into a frunk. Coffin has just been all over Nancy Guthrie. So, yeah, I don't see it. If you guys come across it, though, just email me the link. If you come across it, I would like to see that. And then she clickbaited today and said, Nancy Guthrie, let's talk about Cameron. And then when she went live, she's like, I thought this was going to be about Cameron. You sent me screenshots? She says, Lauren is clearly suffering. I have not watched all 9 hours. I have only watched the beginning and their breakdown. Lauren is clearly suffering, and I feel horrible for her suffering. Lauren is clearly deeply affected. And then she pulls up, do you remember the girl who took her life? It's clear that Lauren is suffering. And then she made a post about online bullying. This is Coffin. Do you remember the woman who took her life, was an influencer and saved wildlife? She couldn't handle the criticism and unkindness of people on social media. When I see situations like Lauren's, I get worried. We talk about suicide prevention. This is part of it, helping those who are in severe despair. Wow. Coffin. Someone said to her, criticism isn't stalking. She said, I don't know the facts. I only know that I hate seeing anyone this upset. It concerns me based on others who have taken their life. So she admits she doesn't know the facts. This is Coffin Daffer. Just for that, we're going to razz her for a minute. Fucking serious, Jennifer Coffin Daffer. I don't have the facts, but I'm going to tell you what I think. And then compare it with other cases. Watch her in the beginning. I don't know how much I'll be able to stand, but watch.
You see.
Watch. Just the very beginning is a hot motherfucking mess. Oh my God. I'm going to have to get a neon green visor too, Colette. Cowboy hat, check. Under Armour with hair, check. Green neon, check. Going to CrimeCon with the hats, priceless.
True crimers, welcome to Break the Case. I'm your host. I'm Jen Coffindaffer. I apologize. I'm a little late today. I don't know if you recall, but I mentioned I had a very important self-defense training class this morning. It was really important to me because I was out.
Listen to this shit. Y'all. She's like, I went and taught gay people self-defense. Dude, she's so weird. Hold on, I'm going to speed her up just a hair.
Asked by members of the gay community here where I live near, if I could do a special class. And I was just really honored because I know that they in that community suffer a lot of persecution.
Right, Sparky. I'm like, is she okay?
And just like different, for instance, the Jewish community, they also suffer from being targets of hate. There was specifically very close to our area right here just a couple of months ago, a man that was shot in the back, and it was believed to be a hate-related crime. He's now paralyzed, partially paralyzed for the rest of his life.
Yeah, she told her audience the other day that she basically was going to shit her pants if she didn't end the stream. Right, Sha? What the fuck? This woman was one of the first people, Lauren Matthias. I'm sick of editing her name out of things. You don't need to edit. Trish does enough of that. Grayson does enough of that. Editing. Edit it out.
Edit it out.
She was the first people to talk shit on to me. One other person was there when she did it too. Yes, this is Coffin Daffer. It looks like it's from 2025. 10/20/2025, which was 5 days after the 9-hour. Hey, me, myself, and I.
There were, horrible slurs that were posted on a huge poster by this neighbor. And this individual.
Oh, I digress. I digress with my gumshoe dovetails.
Really picked upon in his neighborhood for some time before being shot. So I thought it was really important to do a class like this. I really enjoyed it. It was really great. Such kind and wonderful folks that I was around this morning. And so anyway.
Pie.
A little bit behind. I always think sometimes I try to squeeze too much in one day.
Oh my God.
But boy, I had to change what we're even going to talk about today. I was hoping to do the show on Cameron Guthrie. As many of you know, Cameron is also being accused of being a part of this abduction. And so I'm sort of, man, does anybody else have allergies? I think it's the spring.
Oh my God. Does anybody have allergies? I think it's the spring. Oh shit. You gotta laugh sometimes.
Is also being accused of being a part of this abduction. And so I'm sort of, man, does anybody else have allergies? I think it's the spring, which by the way, I have the best picture I'm going to post on Twitter regarding spring. One of my, oh gosh, what's the name of that plant? Anyway, you'll see it. It is the.
Oh my God. What is the name of that plant? Oh, anyways, you'll see it. Dude, she was all over the place today.
most beautiful, it's supposed to be a bush, but it looked more like a tree now.
That was Megan Connor. It's fucking Megan. Oh, for fuck's sake.
God bless
What?
America.
Beautiful. It's supposed to be a bush, but it looked more like a tree now. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's in full bloom right now. So I can't wait to post it. But I digress. But you know what? It's a Sunday. So we're going to digress a little bit. I'm very spicy today. I'm just going to warn everybody.
Oh my God.
So if you're
I'm very spicy.
not in for a spicy show, if you're in for, remember, I have my business visor on. Whenever it's business visor day,
Business visor. What is she fucking doing? What is going on? Megan's bush.
have my business visor on. Whenever it's business visor day, and after getting up really early doing a self-defense class, I'm just going to bring it in hot. What we're going to talk about today. We have 3 areas of quote. Bring it in hot. What we're getting up really early doing the self-defense class. I'm just going to bring it in hot. What we're going to talk about today. We have 3 areas.
She's going to bring. She freezes on the screen. I'm just going to bring it in hot. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm just going to bring it in hot. What we're going to talk about today. We have 3 areas of quote unquote new information to discuss. New meaning within the last couple of days. And we're going to discuss it. We're going to break it down. And hopefully you'll be able to make your own conclusions about.
This is such a lie. It's not new information. Wait till what she brings to the table. You ready for the Megan spicy bush with a business visor?
The information. I want to start with let me get Nancy up on stage, of course. We're going to be discussing Nancy Guthrie. Again, she went.
And this is clearly an AI photo. Like, why do you need to use an AI photo of Nancy Guthrie? Why not just use the fucking photo that is out of her? That makes it look like she's dead. She's got sunbeams behind her. It looks like something that would be in a funeral packet. At a funeral, when you pick up the little card. What is she doing?
Missing on the 1st of February. It's been well over 90 days now. We had our 90-day show on Friday. And yesterday, if any of you missed it, I hope you can go back and look. It's the Profiler Show, where I put together all the different profilers who I consider just the best of the best that spoke on this case, and kind of what they said in summary in their most recent interviews.
Watch out,
and
dude.
So it was really interesting to sort of juxtapose some of their opinions. A lot of their opinions were just totally in line.
Kathy Shields, she says, I can't stand this woman. You guys are cracking me up. Hang on, let me make it a little bit bigger so you can get the full effect. How's that? Better? Look at my kitty. She loves us.
With each other, and others were not as much in line. So anyway, we will be discussing again Nancy Guthrie. Did I say something different than that? I'm saying, let me look here.
Did you say something different than that? What? Let me see what her chat is saying. We're here to discuss Nancy Guthrie.
Yeah, okay. Nancy Guthrie, did I say something different than that? I'm saying, let me look here.
The fuck?
Yeah, okay. Yes, Nancy Guthrie. There are 3 new.
Do you not have Nancy Guthrie pulled up on the screen? Like, what are you talking about, lady?
Nancy Guthrie, did I say something different than that? I'm saying, let me look here. Yeah, okay. Yes, Nancy Guthrie. There are 3 new. I'm going to call it points of information. There's a big difference between facts and points of information. Which one to start with? I think I'm going to start with the one that is really burning.
Oh, wait for this.
On my mind. This is the hottest one. No, I'll do this one second. But
I mean, really? What are you doing, Coffin? Do I remember when she got caught on camera running off the porch? I sure do. The kitty's name is Mama. We call her Mama. It's my mom's. She is out like a light too, and she snores just so faintly. She may have had a Bloody Mary or two. I don't know. Maybe she went to the liquor store and then went to Nancy's.
Zach, can you take me over to the liquor store and then take me to Nancy's?
I'm going to warm up with another unbelievable one. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Has anybody read this? I'll watch comments to see. Nancy Guthrie.
So this is her hot news. It's all fake, okay? What she just pulled up, look at Longmont. Watch this.
Longmont evidence. Did cops interview the kidnapper? Already forensic evidence hints at a major issue. Okay. This is in the Hindu
Thank you,
Times.
Marcy.
Now, I did a little research on this because I've actually seen some good reporting with the Hindu Times. I like that
Hey,
they
audacity.
would, have both sides of the issue on some things. I have liked that. They started in 19.
She's talking about Hindusan Times, okay? Thank you, Connie. Have you ever seen an article from Hindusan Times? Watch. Hindusan Times. Hindustan Times. It's Hindustan. And then look at, they posted, who's Tommaso? Look, journalist Ashley Banfield claims Nancy Guthrie's daughter Annie's hubby may be prime suspect. By Shawita Kukreddy. So they're kind of like one of these weird news things. So anyway, listen what she says.
1924, they're out of New Delhi. HT Median is their parent company. They're considered one of the top 5 papers. So you can imagine, as I'm doing what I call my scrub every day, I see this and I'm like,
her scrub. She's like, when I do my scrub every day, I see this and I'm like, oh my God.
Okay. Well, let's get down to brass tacks. Where is this coming from? This goes on to talk about a Boulder sheriff, a search warrant, that they found some of Guthrie's items. And then they quote the International Business Times. So whenever you're looking at this information, you have to say, self, where is this really coming from? And when people ask me about that, where is this information coming from? So then you dig deeper and then you find who they're quoting. This is the International Business Times. I looked them up. They are part of IBT Media. They've been in existence since 2006. They're considered reliable. They have earned awards from
She looked into this Hindustan News, okay? Hindustan Times, okay? She did her research, y'all.
Or the SABE award. They've earned the Gerald Loeb Award. They quote a former FBI agent in the article.
Chelsea?
They say that a fitness tracker of Nancy Guthrie's was found. And then guess what else they have to say? You ready for this?
We're ready. What?
So give me 1 second because I'm going to read this article to you.
Oh, for God's sake.
I want you to see how even a magazine or articles, online stuff that tries to maintain some air of legitimacy and even can get awards and this and that and the other thing, you have to really, really be careful. Okay, you ready? This is the International Business Times that I already told you. They started in 2006. They're part of IBT Media. They're considered reliable. They've received awards. They say you have to be careful because there's mixed reviews. Not always reliable, but
oh my God, Coffin. Thank you, Danish girl. Casket Doofus is the boomer of all boomers. You got that right.
You're what the French call les incompetents.
Thank you so much for your super chat. Oh my goodness.
Rated reliable. Okay, you ready? This is
you ready?
An IBT article that then started or led to
Hey, Sleuthy.
this
This what? Tell
this
us.
quote right here. I took this headline out of the Hindustan Times. And I'm serious. They're considered reliable and
they're considered reliable. Hindusan.
so on. But this is the thing. Every article has to stand on their own. Okay, you ready? This is what they're gleaning. This is the source of their information, the Hindustan Times related to this. Here we go. Nancy Guthrie update. Explosive new evidence could ignite social media, ex-FBI agent says. Denver. Investigators in the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping case have uncovered potentially explosive new evidence that could dramatically shift the investigation and light a fire under social media. A former FBI agent familiar with the case told reporters
she's going to call out this FBI agent that was quoted in this. She's like a former FBI agent. Hindusan.
on Wednesday as the search for you ready for this? Listen closely.
Oh, are we ready?
28-year-old mother of NBC rising star Savannah Guthrie intensifies. And then they even put on this picture. See this picture? Okay.
No, wait, what was the picture? Okay, it's a picture of Nancy and Savannah. You just got done telling us that they're reliable, Coffin.
Put on this picture. See this picture? Okay. Further, the Boulder County Sheriff's Office confirmed Tuesday night's execution of a search warrant at a property in Longmont that uncovered personal items belonging to Guthrie, including her fitness tracker, still containing heart rate data from the morning of her March 12th abduction.
Okay, so the news source that you've been deeming reliable and you've been using all this time, you're now finding out they're fake news. That's just wonderful. Yeah, she's reading an article that's giving misinformation. Just wait. This is Coffin Daffer's lesson in misinformation. You guys are going to love the number 2. Good evening, delightful Pam.
Red flags everywhere, obviously. Forensic teams also recovered DNA and fingerprints from the abandoned SUV near the Superior jogging trail that match a person of interest previously interviewed but not named publicly. Retired FBI Special Agent Mark Lagaman, who worked on high-profile abduction cases, reviewed details shared by law enforcement and described the new findings as potentially game-changing, quote unquote. This kind of physical evidence linking a suspect to both the vehicle and the victim's belonging would light a fire under social media if released, Lagaman said. In today's environments, one solid piece of forensics can generate millions of tips overnight. Nancy Guthrie, a popular local yoga instructor, vanished while jogging on a well-trafficked trail in Superior, Colorado. Witnesses reported seeing a dark SUV with tinted windows pull alongside her before she was pulled inside. Her phone was found discarded nearby, and her Apple Watch stopped transmitting shortly after. Guthrie is the mother of Savannah Guthrie, a 10-year-old daughter who has appeared in several heartwarming segments of NBC's Today Show, where her mother occasionally contributed wellness content. The family connection has drawn national attention to the case, with Savannah's public pleas for her mother safe returning touching millions of viewers. Mark Guthrie, Nancy's husband, seriously, it says that, appeared emotional at Wednesday's press briefing. Every day without Nancy feels impossible. Savannah asks about her mommy constantly. We're holding on to the hopes that new leads will bring her home to us. The case has generated intense online interest, with amateur sleuths and conspiracy theories flooding platforms in terms of speculation. Elizabeth Smart's father, Ed Smart, this part is all true, publicly urged people to stop spreading unverified theories. Isn't that an oxymoron? Saying they distract from real investigative work and hurt the family. That's all true. That paragraph is true. There's one thing true in this. Over 200 trips have poured in.
Can you believe this is what she did her live on? And look at the title, you guys. It says Nancy Guthrie, let's talk about Cameron. You fucking kidding me?
Right? We know it's $50,000 in the abduction. The FBI has joined the effort under federal kidnapping statutes. A $250,000 reward remains active. Again, all wrong. Community volunteers. The new evidence from the Longmont property includes clothing matching Nancy's, which was worn that day. Digital forensic teams are now examining seized devices, location, date, communication, financial trails that could lead to her whereabouts. Loggeman, the ex-FBI agent, emphasized that while the evidence is promising, investigators must proceed carefully. Social, quote unquote,
Cut
according
his
to
mic.
FBI,
Cut it.
ex-FBI agent, social media can be a double-edged sword. It generates leads, but it can also compromise the case if sensitive leaks come too early. Boulder County authorities have remained tight-lipped about the person of interest, only confirming he's a local man. No arrests have been made. The case has been spotlighted. Safety about women exercising in the Denver area. Guthrie's family and friends describe her as a vibrant community, oriented, deeply devoted to her children. Her sister Sarah has been a tireless advocate. Nancy's smile could light up any room. As search enters into the 7th week, the new forensic.
No, the only time she mentioned Cameron was in the beginning. She's like, I wanted to do this live about Cameron, but I think I just squeezed too many things in. But wait for number 2 when she's done with this article. Trust me, it's worth it.
Developments. And then they go on to talk about aerial searches, drones, canine teams. The connection to NBC, they say, is through Savannah. Law enforcement is balancing transparency with investigative integrity, and that it remains challenging. The Nancy Guthrie, this is a long article. The Nancy
Yes, this is live. She did this one today.
Guthrie case has captured national attention due to her strong community ties and heartbreaking for her daughter, and has been heartbreaking for her daughter. Goes on and on. GoFundMe campaigns have raised more than $450,000 for the family and the reward. Yellow ribbons and posters of Nancy's smiling face are all over the Denver area.
GoFundMe has raised more than $450,000. Who's Tony? She doesn't act like this. Tony? Who the fuck is Tony? Who's Anthony? Who the hell's Anthony?
It ends with saying, in a high-profile abduction cases, community eyes and ears are often crucial, blah, blah, blah. Everyone. Unbelievable, isn't it? Again, I want to tell you what this is. This is I want to give you the name of this. The International Business Times began in 2006. It's under IBT Media. The Hindu Times used that article to quote information. Obviously, it's a bunch of absolute malarkey, a bunch of just crap. All you and it's
kind of like the picture you have up, girl. It's a bunch of malarkey. It's a bunch of crap. But you told us that's your fucking source. When I do my scrubs, I use the Hindu Times. Hey, rescue.
It's funny because I was like, well, there could be another Nancy Guthrie. We know there's a Nancy Guthrie that's an author. Could this be something else?
That's an offer? There's a Nancy Guthrie that's an offer.
There could be another Nancy Guthrie. We know there's a Nancy Guthrie that's an author. Could this be something else? So I looked just to make sure. It's all garbage. And I don't know this author, right? I don't know who the author is. I don't know.
You don't know who fucking wrote it, but you did all this work researching and then reading the fucking shit. You didn't even look at who the author is. The author. God.
Why are people such idiots?
But look at how long that took me to read. This is a long, involved article. And what's interesting about it to me is it has snapshots of being true. What? Snapshots of being true. I mean, surrounded by.
There was no snapshots in that was true. There's no GoFundMe. Good night, Leo. There's no GoFundMe. Nancy's not 28. Savannah's not 10. Shut the hell up. So in other words, she was going to report this, in my opinion.
Lies, falsehoods, bull, all around it. But little things like, I love how he brought in everything about Ed Smart, because all of that was true, to give it a hint of being true. They bring in NBC, that she has a daughter, that, that's the nexus. That's true. Of course, they say she's 10, in the article, this is so blatantly lies. But I guess people in India don't know any better. And
oh my God. So we've done gays, Jews, now people in India. What the fuck? What is happening here? People in India don't know any better. Dude, I know what the fuck is happening.
That's the nexus. That's true. Of course, they say she's, in the article, this is so blatantly lies. But I guess people in India don't know any better. And other people, this is the thing this is meant to get the attention of. And I guarantee it did. It is meant to get the attention of, and we talk about it all the time. Only people in the true crime community and true newsies that are following this case.
True newsies. Are we newsies? Are we true crimers or newsies?
And you guys are following it as close as anyone. But your average American, your average Indian person, your average person who's...
What? Your average Indian person? What is wrong with this lady?
Newsies that are following this case. And you guys are following it as close as anyone. But your average American, your average Indian person, your average person who's just barely following this case, but they know there's a grandmother of somebody has disappeared and there's some affiliation with NBC. They literally could latch onto this hook, line, and sinker. And then you see the Hindu Times not take the full article, but they latch on to basically saying that evidence was seized in Colorado that was related to her.
She said Hindu Times again.
Health monitor. So they had to have read the rest of that. Because anyone who's going to post, you have to read that whole article to see how completely bogus it is. But yet it gets printed, it gets circulated.
No, you really don't need to read the whole article to see how bogus it is. Once you see that Nancy's 28 years old, you know it's bogus, you dumbass.
I don't know. There's no way for me to know how many hundreds of thousands likely people saw this. I could tell you that I will ask around when I am in an article. I might ask, I don't know, once or twice a year, hey, how did that article do in terms of how many people saw it, how many people read it? And it can be up to 1 million people. Who knows how many people saw this?
Does she go to crime? Wait, hold up.
Totally.
Does she go to CrimeCon, you guys? I've never seen her affiliated with CrimeCon, but
You can't touch this.
Marcy can't touch this. Thank you so much, Mars.
Confused. And then if you didn't see this article, again, this is not the Hindu Times that wrote this. This article is written by let me get this name out again, by ibtimes.com, International Business Times. And again, I already told you, they actually...
I mean, she doesn't know better that international... What did she just say?
Times.com, International Business Times.
International Business Times. She doesn't know that that's not a legit news source. And she was in the fucking FBI. Like, what? Sleuthy, have you ever tried to figure out if she really was in the FBI? I mean, I'm being dead ass serious. That's weird.
Get this name out again. By ibtimes.com, International Business Times. And again, I already told you, they actually have...
What do they have, Coffin?
Gotten some awards. The Gerald Loeb Award.
The what? The Earlobe Award?
Gotten some awards. The Gerald Loeb Award, the SABE Award.
SABE Award? What's that?
According to outside sources, not according to them. So
this lady, what is she doing? It was unclear what she actually did. And she's given tons of renditions, like agriculture, SWAT, fucking special agent.
It's insane that you can write an article like that and then other people, take from that article. And now it's just completely gone out into the ether. And then you have, and I've already seen it, you have social media, quote unquote, sleuths, biting on it. And it's really terrible. All right.
She just said, quote unquote, sleuths. Yeah, something about firearms training. I've heard that too. What's a sable? I'm going to Google that shit. SABE Award. Let's see if it's real. It's not SABE. It's SABRE. That's a media award. North American Sabra Awards. SABRE. The SABRE Awards are about engagement, credibility, and relationship building. So they put SABE and they forgot the R. Okay. They forgot the she said the
biting on it, and it's really terrible. All right. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. Somebody said this. I actually take a lot of humor, and I take a lot of humor in the different comments and things, and I really try.
Oh, you take a lot of humor in the comments. Dude, what are you doing? I think she's reading our comment section and taking it to heart.
To read everything. I don't make it on, it's just almost impossible, but I really try my best to at least read 100 comments per segment if I can. I mean, that's my goal.
She tries to read 100 comments per segment. Per video?
And I really take to heart what you all say. I tell you, whenever you guys say something complimentary, it means so much to me. And I apologize so much if I can't get to all of them. It's if I haven't responded back or if I haven't put a break the case hard or something like that, is just because I haven't been able to, read everyone. But I sure try because I love both the constructive criticism. How can I improve? And somebody wrote, and I just had to laugh. I read it to my husband because I thought it was so funny.
You read it to your husband?
Boy, I really love your comments and I love your show, but boy, do you repeat yourself. Oh my God. Do I repeat myself? I tell you what, in a sense, it is a occupational habit. Because when I write a report, and when you do this in law enforcement, for those writers or research writers out there, you literally tell the audience that you're writing to, and then you tell them what you're going to tell them, and then you tell them what you told them.
Say what? The fuck? She does have 166 comments on here. Thank you so much for helping those bullied by the world. Bless you. So glad you cleared this up. I read one article. I said Nancy. Oh God, she's actually helping people. That article, AI cobbler job at its best. Top tier hallucinations. Okay, let's go back.
Reiterate and to plug in the points over and over again to get your point across to the reader. And I've always been taught to write like that. And I think I speak like that because my husband cracks me up, because sometimes he'll say, Jen, you already told me that twice, like in the same 5-minute time frame. So I just.
Oh my God, she must drive him bonkers.
Thought that was funny. So I'm going to try to be more careful that if I'm making a point that I don't make it 3 times. So hopefully we can get it down to 2.
Oh,
next point.
Okay, brace yourselves. We're on point number 2. You ready?
All right, I'm going to do this one next. This one has to do, this is an easy one.
Good night,
has
Connie.
to do with notes that were sent to neighbors.
Welcome in, Julia. Good night, Connie.
Addressed to Brian Inton with theories on the case. Okay.
Oh, wait, no, the third one is the best one. Okay. This one's about Brian Enton. Oh my God. This one's going to really tick you off. Remember when Brian Enton sat down with the neighbor and she was like, yeah, do you want me to talk about it? The letters I got. And he's like, yeah, she got letters for me from somebody. Remember that? Yeah, this is just point. I don't even know what point 1 was. Fuck. Point 1 was the fucking, the article, I guess. Okay, so now we're on this one. I don't remember what this one is.
To neighbors addressed to Brian.
Oh, yeah, the letters.
Inton with theories on the case. Okay. A lot of people, oh my gosh, notes that have come across. Well, quote unquote from Inton, this is a quote, people with weird ideas that have nothing to do with the case sent those notes. Okay. So this is just people sending, but I want to add to it. And am going to throw out, and it'll be funny to see if anybody, what happens with this, but I'm going
It'll be funny to see what happens with this.
to throw out something no one knows.
Oh, God. Dun, dun, dun. She's got something that no one knows. I know something you don't know. What does Coffin know?
And I know this for a fact. There are 100% additional notes with Bitcoin professing to know about Nancy that have been sent to other individuals in the media.
The fuck? She knows for a fact that there's been other letters sent to media, okay? And what's your source? Coffin.
100% additional notes with Bitcoin professing to know about Nancy that have
With Bitcoin professing to know about Nancy? Notes with Bitcoin professing to know about Nancy. Okay.
professing to know about Nancy that have been sent to other individuals in the media.
Dun, dun, dun.
So notes that are aligned with ransom type demands, I would call it more extortive notes, have gone out and have been summarily turned over to the FBI by other people that have reported on this case. I know that for a dead fact, and it's really concerning. The FBI has everything. They'll look into everything, but really concerning. So I'm not talking about the, hey, give this to Brian Hinton if he comes by and interviews you again. I'm talking about notes identical, other than Bitcoin addresses, to the other notes that were sent out. So to think...
Huh? Wait, listen to that part.
Comes by and interviews you again. I'm talking about notes. Hey, give this to Brian Hinton if he comes by and interviews you again. I'm talking about notes identical, other than Bitcoin addresses, to the other notes that were sent out. So to think that this is just stopped and nobody else is involved in doing this horrible exploitation and sending things out in hopes to gen up more issues, it is still happening.
Thank you, Colette. Broken. Her brain is broken. What is going on?
And I would suggest it's going to continue to happen. And I hope all of them are brought to justice. All right. Finally.
Oh, here we go. Finally. This is her final point 3. Are you guys ready?
It's going to be hot and spicy, everyone.
Oh. It's going to be hot and spicy.
Pound, pound, pound. Ding dong, ding dong. Pound, pound, pound.
All right. Finally. It's going to be hot and spicy, everyone. All right. So I've been doing a lot on the family. For instance, concerning Annie, Tommaso, Savannah, particularly I've focused in on them being told in social media, it coming out, or them, people pointing the finger at them. This is what's so funny. Please raise your hand, throw up a heart or something. If you remember this exact behavior happening in Idaho. Boom. The Jacks being blamed.
Oh my God.
Roommates being blamed. I mean,
she's comparing Annie and Tommaso to frat guys and roommates being blamed in Idaho. Does she have a point? What's up, Julie Martino? I know, Cindy. Oops. How can you even compare the two scenarios?
Actually, that still happens. But I'm just saying during it, spinning up, spinning. Oh, they're pointing the fingers. Do you remember all that? It was exactly like what's happening here toward Annie and Tommaso and even Savannah. Savannah to a
Why
lesser
are
degree,
people such
but there is a
idiots?
huge contingency that believes or is saying that she's behind all of this, right? And then, of course, there's the people who think that Cameron's behind it. But anyway, I've been kind of going through one by one, generally over.
Did you see how she threw that in about Cameron? It's a kitty cat.
There's the people who think that Cameron's behind it. But anyway.
There's some people that think Cameron's behind it. But anyway, we're not really talking about Cameron. So why are you throwing Cameron in there? This is weird.
I've been kind of going through one by one, generally overarching that law enforcement has said, no, they're not involved. And then on top of that, explaining what that means, how law enforcement can say that. And then, but now I want to get to one particular rumor, because this particular rumor has been pointed out to me all over my X feed. I have seen it in the comments, and I needed to address it. So the question is, did Annie ask Nancy Guthrie for money before the abduction?
Oh, wait for this.
That's the rumor. That's what's been alleged. And just like, and this is why I wanted to point out what happened with this business article that then got proliferated through the Hindu and Times. And again, both of these resources are considered, look them up, they're considered reliable, more reliable than not reliable, even gotten awards on some things. And again, they're preying on people to read it that know nothing about this case so they can get that sensation. And then it just proliferates. This is one of those deals, okay, in a different way. This is a social media proliferation. And we've seen it before many times from this creator, okay? What I wanted to find out, where did this rumor start from? And how could anybody even know that? Who would know that? Annie would know that. Nancy would know that. Possibly Savannah.
Listen.
Tommaso, their son. Who else would know that? Maybe Annie's best friend. Oh, I asked my mom. First of all, you can just look at the face of that and see how stupid it is. Because if you needed a large amount of money, do you go to your elderly 84-year-old mother who's on a fixed income?
Thank you, Julie. Julie Martino. Hilarious. Welcome to Cooterville.
She says, welcome to Cooterville. Everybody close your legs. Everybody coming in, close your legs.
Close your legs.
What is she? I mean, what is her motive? Right, Marcy.
If you needed a large amount of money, do you go to your elderly 84-year-old mother who's on a fixed income with no income coming in? Or do you go to your $40 million a year net worth $40 million sister that you're
It depends on the dynamics, right?
tight with by both parties? I mean, she's been on the Today Show. They're very close. Who do you go to? I'm telling.
She's been on the Today Show. They're very close. That doesn't mean that they're very close. She did say the Hindu Times is credible, and then she went on to read us in one that's not. Okay, we're still not to her final point.
I'm telling you who you go to. You go to the one with money. You don't go to your mom. Unless you mean, can I borrow $10 for Starbucks this morning?
You don't go to your mom unless it's for Starbucks. What is she talking about? It happens, Coffin. It happens. You don't go to your 84-year-old mother with a fixed income. She acts like she's got Nancy's bank of records. Right, Groovy. What the hell's going on here? She has no idea what Nancy has or doesn't have.
So this rumor, I finally got the root. It's kind of like the other rumor when I'm getting hit up. Did you hear about the Colorado search? Did you hear about this? Did you hear that they found evidence over there? Then you have to dig and dig, and then you finally get to the genesis, right? In this case.
Oh, she's going to be spicy. Here's the genesis. Here's the genesis. Are you ready?
I'm not going to name who it came from.
Not going to name who it came from. She's scared to show the name. Why is she scared to show the name? Girl, Your ex or your former FBI. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Wait for it. She's like, I'm not going to say it. Hey, Hawkeye. You came from under Crusher. Was she celebrating her birthday with y'all? Did you guys have cake and ice cream? We celebrated Crusher's birthday earlier.
Man, I need to blow my nose. I'm going to have a huge sneeze in a minute here. Man, I need to blow my nose. I'm going to have a huge sneeze in a minute here. This is the rumor. This is the genesis. You ready? I'm not going to say who it's from. I'm told Annie and asked Nancy Guthrie for a loan before she vanished from her home. You can see the date down there, April 3rd at 6 p.m. This is what I am going to say. And you know what?
What?
I'm not going to say who it is. I don't run a hate channel here.
So she had no problem telling us about the Hindusan Times and the Times Business International. But look what she did. It says JLR investigates up there. Right there, it says JLR at JLR investigates. And this is his ex post. And she's like, I'm not saying who it is. I'm not saying who it is. Is Crusher in here? Under Crusher. It's her birthday. She's scared.
I've talked about it before. There are literally some channels that just put up what people say just to put them down and, just to really spin up information that half the time isn't even true. I've personally seen people do it. Most of the time, I think when they go over what somebody said, it's because they're really trying to generate, conversation. I think that generally happens. But I'm right now going to talk about a rumor that has spun out of control, that has absolutely, in my opinion, zero credibility. Why is that? It has zero credibility because just like that International Times article, it is BS. And you have to look at somebody's background. The person who wrote that was federally convicted of fraud. Federally. Served approximately 10 years. Got out. Violated their probation. They are under a vexatious litigation order, basically saying you can't file suits. That's what we call crimes of moral turpitude.
But we won't tell you who it is. Come on, Coffin.
You're what the French call les incompetents.
What the fuck? What is she scared of? What is she afraid of? Are you afraid of Jonathan Lee Riches? Coffin. She said 4 times, I'm not telling you who it's from. But I'm not a hate channel. But this Hindusu Times, it's 100% BS. Yeah, I hope Crusher does mosey in here. Christina. Christina. She says, you compared Lauren to a woman who unalived herself because of internet stuff and you're telling others to check backgrounds.
So I can have a murderer up on a stand in a trial that I'm involved with. I can have a murderer up there and he's not necessarily thought of as being a liar, right? You can be a murderer, not necessarily be a liar, but when you live your life lying, when that is what you do and have done for the majority or a huge amount of.
Did she just say that she would believe a murderer on her stand, because if you're a murderer, you don't necessarily lie. What the fuck is happening?
What?
Just a shot of tequila and a nice blunt.
Your life early thought of as being a liar, right?
Oh no, murderers, they tell the truth. They're so fucking honest, Miss FBI. Holy shit.
You can be a murderer, not necessarily be a liar, but when you live your life lying, not necessarily thought of as being a liar, right? You can be a murderer, not necessarily be a liar, but when you live your life lying, when that is what you do and have done for the majority or a huge amount of your life, when you have done that for a huge majority of your life, you are a liar and you can't go up on the stand. You can't go up on the stand because you have that background. We know of it in law enforcement. If any law enforcement lies, it's called, they get what we call, some people call it giglio. It doesn't matter. It says.
What? Giglio? Isn't it? Giglio? The Brady list? Puff, puff, no fucking bass.
In law enforcement, if any law enforcement lies, it's called, they get what we call, some people call it giglio.
Just a gigolo. Everywhere I go, people know the part I'm playing. Gigolo, gigolo.
It doesn't matter. It says that they're basically, their word is nothing. Okay? Now, their word is nothing. Okay? Now, I want to just quote a few quotes from this individual.
Oh,
because
we're getting quotes from this individual that she won't tell us who it is. Yeah, this is spicy. This is hot stuff. Come on, Evelyn.
You know, the proof is in the pudding, if you will.
Because it's important that you understand where your
gelato. We're gonna get some JLR quotes, I guess, now. But we're not supposed to know it's JLR. Hello, Carolina, my love. How are you tonight? Basia, thank you for becoming a cooter tonight. Thank you. All on your own accord. You didn't even have to be gifted.
She says, welcome to Cooterville. Everybody close your legs. Everybody coming in, close your legs.
Close your legs. No, it says at JLR investigates up here.
Information is coming from and whether you can rely on it. Okay? You have to, I think, I know you guys do. You want to know if something is truthful or not, okay?
Okay.
So this just, I couldn't believe. This is a quote from this person. The disinformation that I want, I can put out there. Then this all a quote. The next mass shooting, before they identify the shooter, I can set up 10 Twitter accounts looking like news sites and then create whoever I want as the shooter. And vulnerable and gullible people will see that. They will think it's from the news site. And then they will copy it and tweet it out, end quote.
God almighty.
To be clear, whether we're talking about the Hindu Times that chose to make this headline without doing their homework.
She called it the Hindu Times, though. It's not the Hindu Times. Look, I opened up the Hindu Times. Now I have this bullshit. McAfee bullshit. See, that's what happens when you look at the Hindu Times. But it's not Hindu. It's Hindustan. This is what it's called. What does that say? Hindustan Times, right? Yeah, Hindustan.
Whether it's any account you see on social media that is from a convicted, and there's many of them out there.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's so many of them. You ready? Hindustan. Hindustan. Okay.
Your mama's high, bitch. Get out of my chat.
Please do your homework on who these people are. It's shocking. And they can have huge.
Oh, it's shocking.
Oh my gosh. Please do your homework on who these people are. It's shocking. And they can have huge audiences. It's shocking. The criminals, people under the influence, people who have criminals. It's shocking. And they can have huge audiences. It's shocking. The criminals, people under the influence, people who have their rap sheets are typically longer than the people we're looking at.
Why don't you look at your friend Lauren Matthias and her fam? Woo-wee. You want to talk about ricos, Jennifer Coffin Never. Do your homework. Look up the Johnson family in Utah.
These nuts.
Look up the Johnsons.
Ski, Utah.
It's crazy. Like I look at him and I'm like, oh my gosh, their rap sheet is longer than the person we're speaking about. It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
So I think people you just have to temper it. When you look at what they have to say, whoever it is, because there's multiple people like this, multiples.
Just name them.
But you have to look.
Name them.
To it. And you just have to say, they are capable of that. They love spinning it up. I'm just reading. I mean, this rap sheet is unbelievable. What they're capable of doing is really unbelievable. I think it's.
So she's not going to tell us who it is. This person's unbelievable. They can do the worst things. They can lead us in the wrong directions. They can have big, huge audiences, but we can't know who they are.
Diarrhea of the mouth.
Been enough said on this. It's multiple people, but in this one, this came from a particular person, and that's the end. That's the genesis. And this person knows that they could basically throw out the line to the gullible and catch a bunch of minnows.
Oh my goodness. Does anybody know which live stream it was where she almost pooped her pants? Do you guys know what the title was? Hey Matthew. We want to see the one where she about shit her pants. Can we watch that one? Someone let me know.
What that means for him? The more minnows, the more money. And at the end of the day, for many, that's what this is all about. You should look at your creators, your people on the different social media sites that are on it and what their motive is. Are they doing this for a living? Is it a hobby? Is it a pastime? Are they an advocate? I'll give you a good example of somebody that I think is a really good person to support. And all
Who's
people
that?
might not like him. I personally like him because I know he came from a good place, and that's Gavin Fish. How I got involved with Gavin Fish.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Speaking of minnows, I like Gavin Fish. That's interesting, Christina. I'm gonna put this in ChatGPT when we're done.
Fish was I got involved in following the Ellen Greenberg case. So the parents contacted me. We have a great relationship to this day. I brought the case to Chris Cuomo. He loved that case, and we
Fucking Chris Cuomo. Ugh. What a douche.
You're what the French call les incompetents.
Don't be nasty sometimes.
Chris Cuomo.
Relationship to this day. I brought the case to Chris Cuomo. He loved that case, and we followed that from very early on. It was just Cuomo, and he had me on to talk about it for a long time. You can look back. And then later, other people started getting interested in it, of course. But that's where it really hit the. I'll never forget it because Chris was out of town, and I presented it, and we were going to run with it without Chris, and Chris wanted to wait till he got back in town. That's how much the story meant to him, to be on top of the story. And so we waited a couple of days, and then we did it. And then he ended up having family on. Anyway, then it proliferated. But if you look back at the genesis of that story, social media wise, definitely Gavin Fish. And then if you look at News Nation mainstream pushing it out, God, I'm going to sneeze, you guys. I've got I swear, I think I have a dust ball and I could feel it and I'm going to sneeze. So if I do a big sneeze, sorry. But anyway,
Lord have mercy.
That's how it originated. And I tell you, Gavin, when I first started interacting with him, and he had done so much work on the case, so much more than.
Oh my God, we have another birthday in the house, Miss Jen.
Happy birthday, baby.
Dude, you're like the 5th birthday. Happy birthday, baby.
Than I had done. I was just getting my feet wet. He had done so much, and I learned so much from him. And again, obviously learned a lot from the Greenbergs, obviously. But he had, I want to say 6,000 followers, maybe 3,000. This was probably 2.5 years ago, something like that. I wasn't even involved in YouTube or anything back then. Anyway, you guys,
who cares?
I think he's got over.
Who cares what his followers were then? Ugh. No one told me which video it is, so I'm going to have to find it for another day. I'll write it down, though.
100,000. I don't know how many. I know he has a lot. He had me on recently to talk about the Nancy Guthrie case. He's done a great job of being somebody who had a job, somebody who this was their pastime. And now, because he can make a living, this is what he does for a living now, right? But it wasn't the cart before the horse.
No.
Right? He found a case that he thought, and I do believe also, was absolutely egregious. And he wanted to spotlight that. He was a true, what I call like an advocate, wanted to get the truth out there, wanted to advocate. And
is Sin still here? Sin might know the one where she pooped her pants.
So I really like him. Look at other accounts, though, that all about money. Have you seen those accounts? And I don't get to see it much. Mostly just people send me this stuff because they want me to laugh, and it does make me laugh. Have you seen those accounts that have like a wheel behind them and they're trying to make money and they're, I don't know, like, begging for money, all these accounts, but I just don't get that.
What?
First and foremost, I think this is such an amazing avenue for things that come out. You know what I mean? It's such an amazing avenue for people to different.
Yeah, she said something like, I can't remember what her exact words were. It was something like she had like bubble gut, or I can't remember.
Accounts to be able to put forward their truth and do interviews and everything. And this is the future. I truly believe streaming, YouTube, it's going to overtake mainstream media. It's already overtaking it, And so this is the future, which is pretty cool. But I don't know. I just say when I look at somebody and I see a rap sheet longer than the person that I'm doing the case about, it's a problem, particularly when it involves fraud. I'm hoping to actually have somebody on that was a gangster and he did do murders, and I'm sure he lied. But you know what? There's nothing involving.
Oh my God. What?
Was a gangster and he did do murders.
He did do murders? This is former FBI. He's a gangster and he did do murders.
I'm hoping to actually have somebody on that was a gangster and he did do murders, and I'm sure he lied. But you know what? There's nothing involving him defrauding. And
so we're comparing fraud to murder now. The fuck?
And sometimes, we'll see if we get them on, but I kind of like to get people like that on who have, righted their ways, so to speak. I always think everybody deserves a second chance. But it's tough to watch all the people who are trying to defraud people every morning when I get up and do my scrub on this case. Just absolute bull crap that's out there. So again, just to recap, I think this is the second time, it might be more. This is the
Hold on, it's gonna get a whole new name. You ready?
headline. It's all baloney. Nothing like that. As far as Inton and the letter, that was just somebody writing to Inton with their thoughts or theories about the case per Inton.
Oh my God. Okay, so if Enton got a letter about the Nancy Guthrie case, Enton would have no idea if it helps the case or not. Okay. There's no way. Where is Jen Fisher tonight? I miss Jen Fisher. Is it too late for her?
What the fuck, Jay?
You know what I'm saying? What did I just... Oh, Duty Ron.
And as far as this, nothing like that. As far as Inton and the letter, that was just somebody writing to Inton with their thoughts or theories about the case per Inton. And as far as this, it is bull. Bull. And I agree with this. I'm putting this up. I'm putting this up. God, I got to be careful how I say that. Shih Tzu Mom. Oh, it's Shih Tzu, a dog. Sorry. I need my, I have several levels of glasses and some I can see more clear than.
Oh my God.
Careful how I say that. Shih Tzu Mom.
See the name here? Shih Tzu Mom 5196.
God, I got to be careful how I say that. Shih Tzu Mom.
That's your spice right there.
God, I got to be careful how I say that. Shih Tzu Mom. Oh, it's Shih Tzu, a dog. Sorry. I need my, I have several levels of glasses and some I can see more clear than the others, but it's Shih Tzu Mom, the dog. I love dogs. It's a YouTube problem. I totally agree. I truly believe that you need vetted, and I think it's going to happen soon. I really think it's going to happen soon, where you're going to see that there has to be some level of scrutiny of people who are disseminating the information when it's becoming now the go-to. You know?
She thinks that YouTube's going to require background checks. Shishu Mum. You found it, Marcy?
So, and, I think they're going to have to. I think they're going to have to say, listen, people with these sorts of criminal backgrounds, especially if they're on probation, especially if they're facing, well, I don't know, because you're innocent before proven guilty. It's problematic. I just think if it were me, if I owned YouTube, I would want my platform, I would want my folks to be legitimate, not illegitimate. That's personally what I would want. There's some other, I think there's like a Rumble or something. I don't know. I think there's other ones out there that when the YouTubers, and most of these that I'm talking about, they get in trouble all the time, and then they have to do Rumble or something until YouTube gets them off probation for whatever they said or did. That's just got to be it. And why am I even pointing this out? The big reason, if this would have never been done, I'm told Annie asked Nancy Guthrie for a loan before she vanished from her home. That person well understands the implication with everything swirling around Annie and Tommaso and everything swirling around motive. Why would they do it? Oh, it's all about money. You see them throwing this out.
I still have my tinfoil.
I submit this is a lie. And unless they recorded the conversation, I submit this is a lie.
What's a lie? What is she even talking about? We went from YouTube requiring background checks I mean, I'd love to see this chick's resume.
Them throwing this out. I submit this is a lie. And unless they recorded the conversation, unless
I'm lost,
someone comes forward with credible information that such a conversation took place, I'm calling this an absolute line for minnows.
Oh, the fact that Annie asked Nancy for a loan.
I'm calling this an absolute line for minnows. I'm calling this an absolute line for minnows.
Hey, Barbie. What is she talking about?
I'm calling this an absolute line for minnows. And I can tell you it's already proliferated because it's everywhere.
She's so mad about his reach. Like, but you're not even saying who it is. So, like, you're not even, all of this is wasted air because you're not telling anybody who to avoid. You've done all this research. You've got this rep sheet in front of you. You've got all this information, yet you're holding it back as former FBI. Why? Why? I always ask why.
And it's like the telephone game. Then it even gets spun up more. Oh, yeah, it's because there was a gambling habit. Oh, yeah, it's for $100,000. Oh, it's for this. Oh, it's for that. Right? It grows.
This, that, yeah.
And so if this wouldn't have been put out, I probably wouldn't have done this. But between this, the Hindu Times, the Business Times, people not listening to what Enton said. And again, I'm going to quote Enton.
Why are you so hell-bent on Enton in these letters?
Because I quoted it, because he doesn't want false information flying around, that some sort of true note went to the neighbor. Quote, people with weird ideas that had nothing to do with the case. That's who sent the notes. Nothing.
He doesn't know that. Enton has no idea if it had anything to do with the case or not. He's not law enforcement. I mean, it might not have anything to do with the case at all. But to say that because Enton said, it just seemed like something, random, it doesn't mean that he's going to even say if he knew.
Touch this.
We need tinfoil. Oh my God, tinfoil visors. Thank you, Marcy. Wait for it. Marcy, you sent me Trisha. I'm looking for coffin with the bubble gut.
So, yeah.
You're just as bad as that Hindu Times.
And that they need to take down that article, because some people will believe because they have a large subscribership,
they need to take down that article. I don't think you're going to get them to take it down. Here's the Hindusan, whatever, Times.
The Hindu Times. Listen, I've seen articles by the Hindu Times that are actually pretty good, that have put forward both sides. I tell you what, I didn't have time to do. I did not have time to look to see if that retired FBI agent is a retired FBI agent or if they just made that up. What I was wondering is, and you'll see it.
She's former FBI. She looked all into this Hindu Times, but she didn't have time to check on the former FBI agent quoted in the article. What? You'd think that would be the easiest thing for her to verify. Was this guy in the FBI? This is his name.
Yeah, I know you guys are so good. How many times have you seen retired law enforcement or somebody up and they're asking about a case and they literally, you know more than they know about the facts. Now they might know more about law enforcement and blah, 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 of course, but you know the facts and they don't.
No, she likes Enton.
I'm like, ooh, oh God, I can't believe they said that. Ooh, And it's hard because you have to study these cases. Like Nancy Guthrie, I'd like to say I treat this case like a real case with everything I have, knowing that I have like 1% of the 99%. True crimers, welcome to. But I treat it like a real case. Every case I study it, every case I look at it, and I'd like to think I know everything there is to know about this case because I take the time. And I'm an insomniac, so I'm up all night anyway. So I can study like that. So anyway, you'll know when you're listening. And sometimes people just make mistakes, right? They make mistakes. They thought they knew something. They have to go back and,
Hello, IAG. Thank you for coming in. Our news ticker has arrived.
Get it squared away. That's a whole different thing between what this FBI agent said. If this FBI agent was truly a retired, I've never heard of him. So they could have just been making that up. But what if?
I've never heard of him. Do you think that everybody that works for the FBI knows everybody that works in the FBI? No, they don't. Do you know how many FBI agents are there? 13,700 special agents. 20,100 professional staff with a total of 37,100 employees. I don't know who he is. Hey, Usain. Puff, puff, pass.
KB, it's
squared away. That's a whole different thing between what this FBI agent said. If this FBI agent was truly a retired, I've never heard of him. So they could have just been making that up. But what if they weren't? What if it was truly a retired FBI agent so they could have just been making that up. What if they weren't? What if it was truly a retired FBI agent who they contacted, the Hindu Times, or it wasn't that's the other subscription.
What if it really was? What if it really was? Dun, dun, dun. What if it really was? Then it would be proof that there are other former FBI agents like you out there.
So they could have just been making that up. But what if they weren't? What if it was truly a retired FBI agent who they contacted, the Hindu Times, or it wasn't that's the other subscription, contacted him and said, hey, listen, we know that there was this found by Nancy Guthrie in Colorado, and that agent didn't study it. It happens all the time, everyone.
Oh my God. So that former FBI agent probably thinks that Nancy was found in Longmont, Colorado on a jogging thing at 28 years old. Her husband was out looking for her, and her daughter, Savannah, on the Today Show, that's 10 years old. That FBI agent must be duped, and he must be spreading that misinformation. Oh my God. Somebody help. Somebody help us.
I'm being cyber stalked.
Because you just don't. Can you imagine right now you're an FBI agent and somebody gets your name, right? Oh yeah, he's the news editor's sister, does his hair, works at the salon where he gets his, or barbershop where he gets his hair done. And then, so you get his name. Or maybe somebody that's just coming on, they're trying to make a name for themselves. They're trying to get out there. And so you call them. And so they're excited. They want to contribute. They want to have their first gig. But can you imagine trying to get caught up after 90 days on the Nancy Guthrie case? There's a lot of information. There's been a lot of ebbs and flows.
There's really not a lot of information. I can probably get someone who doesn't know about the fucking case caught up in 5 minutes. South Aussie. No, I didn't check it, but I will check it. Thank you. I look like a Hershey's Kiss. Thank you, South Aussie. It's okay, Auntie Cheryl. She didn't mean anything bad.
So much out there. It would be really hard to get caught up. That's why I tell you, when I start on a case like David and Celeste started at the beginning and haven't stopped. Just stay with it. And then there's other cases.
Oh, Colette did. I thought it was Auntie Cheryl. It's okay. That was just a mistake. It's okay. I can still read it.
that much about. Many other cases I don't know that much about. Before I go on something like I went on Court TV on Wednesday, and there were 2 cases that I had never heard of. So what did I do from 5 to Wednesday? And
oh, she was on Court TV. Oh, it wasn't you.
That much about. Before I go on something like I went on Court TV on Wednesday, and there were 2 cases that I had never heard of. So what did I do from 5 to 7 in the morning is I read everything I could get my hands on about those cases.
So you're reading Hindusan Times and then going on Court TV. Oh my God. Whew. Dan Abrams. 911 Dan Abrams.
There's no jammer. There's no jammer.
It's not a Hershey's Kiss. It's my tinfoil hat, Matthew. It's my crown.
So that because you don't know what they're going to ask you, so that when they ask you, you have something important to contribute.
Hi, Mary Dean.
You have something worthwhile to say that's related to the case at hand. So it just takes a lot of work. And there's no jammer. If you don't mind working, and if it interests you, I mean, true crime, I love crime. I love true crime. So it's not like I'm having to do something like read a professional manual about, I don't know, about IT or computer circuits or something. If I had to do that, I could never do it. But thankfully, it's something that I love and I care about. Everyone, thank you so much. I want to thank my mods. They are the best.
Okay, she's done with that one. Okay, so here is the poopy pants or bubble gut or whatever it was. Okay, let's revisit this. Ready?
True crimers, welcome to Break the Case. I'm your host. I'm Jen Coffindaffer.
This was 9 days ago.
I tell you what, I don't know if you know anyone like this, but my mom always used to tease, and I tease that I have a gizzard or a cast iron stomach. I have just always been able to eat about anything, no matter how old it is, what it is. My family teases me because we will have leftovers in the fridge, and I'll look a week, 2 later, and I'm like, oh, this looks delicious, and I eat it. Nobody else really.
TM motherfucking I. Oh, Lord have mercy. I didn't hear all this part. Where's the loofah? Oh, it is back there. Okay, it's right over her shoulder. I see it.
He likes leftovers, so I get a lot of leftovers. But I guess it was 2 days ago, because it hit me yesterday afternoon. I ate leftover chicken of my son's from some chicken place. I think it's called like Dave's Chicken. And I ate it. It was pretty good. It had big, thick chicken. And I thought, well, this is pretty good. Anyway, 24 hours later, it was not any good, at least inside me. Anyway, sorry to go through all that, but that is why I'm running.
She's got her shit together.
This is her hook for her beginning of her show.
Diarrhea of the mouth.
Any good, at least inside me. Anyway, sorry to go through all that, but that is why I'm running late. I was doing pretty good. Everything was fine this morning until it wasn't. So anyway, I'm not sweating anymore.
Lance.
What?
America.
She said inside her, yes. And she says she's not sweating anymore. La 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 lava. Chicken. It was all good till it wasn't.
Threw on a little powder and was doing pretty good. Everything was fine this morning until it wasn't. So anyway, I'm not sweating anymore. Threw on a little powder, and here I am because I'm really looking forward to doing this show. I think we have a great show ahead of us because did a very deep dive.
Oh, God. Doesn't she talk about it again, Kels? How'd you find it so fast? Look at Richard says eating old food can be very dangerous. Very interesting deep dive, Jennifer. Oh man, food poisoning is the worst. I hope you're on the mend. She's thank you. Does she talk about it again? I'm pretty sure she does because I saw a different part. Let me see if I can find it. What is it? Control F. I think she says like stomach. She says stomach 3 times. Hold on. Oh, we were gonna throw that one into Chat GPT. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. This is the part I heard. Okay, so there's 2 instances. Here we go. Here's the first one. She talks about it twice, 2 more times.
Such a small amount, but I'm going to read this letter in case you can't. There's some eagle eyes out there. My eagle eyes are gone. My cast iron stomach, I think, remains, but now I'm not so sure. So the department.
Okay, so there. She mentions it there, and then again down here. Okay, here we go. Listen to this.
Live, you'll be able to watch it so that you'll be all up to speed when we do part 2 tomorrow. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Again, sorry it was late. I tell you, I feel so much better. I'm still a little, if I'm like sweating, you know how you get a little sweaty when your stomach and you're kind of a hot mess. But I thank you all for being sweaty when your stomach and you're kind of a hot mess. But I thank you all for being here. And this is an important case. We're going to stay on it. For members, we're going to have 60 days.
Okay, but listen to this part. Listen what she's going to be giving out. This is weird. Ready? Are you ready for the giveaway? Listen.
Give back to you because I really appreciate you as members. And then we have pins coming out. They're going to be Nancy Guthrie pins, meaning I think we're going to do them. I have the yellow ones that
she's giving out Nancy Guthrie pens. What the hell does that mean? Nancy Guthrie pens. And she's charging for them. $10 for members and $12 for non-members. Remember she was going to do that fucking billboard? And the FBI was like, no, pens. And she's going to package them up and mail them out. Okay, listen to this. Hold on. Oh, wait. She's giving away FBI memorabilia? Hold the phone. Listen.
We have a giveaway. We're going to draw a name from the members that are $3.99 members and above. And we're going to do a cool giveaway of some FBI memorabilia of mine.
FBI memorabilia of yours?
Just as a way to give back to you because
You're going to give away your FBI memorabilia? No. No.
They're $3.99 members and above. And we're going to do a cool giveaway of some FBI memorabilia of mine, just as a way to give back to you because I really appreciate you as members. And then we have pins coming out. They're going to be Nancy Guthrie pins, meaning I think we're going to do them. I have the yellow ones. It's very difficult to read. So I think we're going to do black ones with yellow to commemorate Nancy Guthrie. They're going to be $10 and $12 for non-members. And, we're going to package them up and mail them out to you for those interested. And hopefully we'll have some more merch for Break the Case. I appreciate
Don't give her your address. Nancy Guthrie pens for sale.
Each and every one of you. Until next time.
No, she said in another live that the pens were going to be a pen and a stylist. So they're not pins. They're pens. Like my hot dog pen. It's a pen. Oh my God, man. It reminds me of Seth Rogers when he was like, we'll mail you flyers. Oh my God. This is nuts. Okay, so I know she spoke about it in another live, but what we're going to do is we're going to play with ChatGPT for a little bit. Let's see, it's 1:00. Dude, my schedule. My schedule. I kind of like this time, though. Because, like, all your guys' kids are in bed if you have kids. You know what I mean? Okay, so what should I actually ask it, Christina? Should I say, like, you had a really good thing you put in chat? Yeah, I agree, Diamond. It's crazy. Like, oh, members get $2 off. Okay, but you know what's weird, Michelle? And I'm going to say this out loud. And if I end up missing or dead, you'll know why. Her resume says that she worked for Firearms Beyond International. And I'm wondering if that's how she gets away with using the FBI acronym in her channel or on social media. Think about it. Oh, I work for Firearms Beyond International. It's FBI. And then you can go on motherfucking Etsy and you can buy a fucking FBI blanket and throw it behind you. I'm just saying. I don't know if that's the truth, but don't you think it's a little weird that she works for the FBI and you see Firearms Beyond International? It's a little quinky dinky. Do a little homework, like she said. Do some homework. She always says she knows agents. There's like 20,000 agents. They don't know her. I don't know. I just think that's a little weird. Firearms Beyond International. I always thought that was weird. I've never said it, but I said it. Hey, Teely. I just think it's really quite coincidental that her Firearms Beyond International has the initials FBI. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mary Dean. Welcome to Cooterville. Thanks for becoming a member over here. I appreciate your support. It's good to see you.
She says, welcome to Cooterville. Everybody close your legs. Everybody coming in, close your legs.
Close your legs.
Yeah, I'm just not. I don't trust it. Okay, so Christina, did you say what I should say to this? Where are you? What? Okay, I got it. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I heard Maureen say on a show that they have to buy their own stuff. Like there's a store and they have to buy their own stuff. And she said that that's one complaint that they always have is that their uniforms and their stuff aren't very unique or whatever. But it is true. It's very easy to impersonate an FBI agent. Have you ever thought about that? Yeah, I got it pinned. Thank you. But selling pens is pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Okay, I think I copied. We are family. All right, let's open up ChatGPT. Oh, you could totally buy all that shit on Etsy. I'm telling you. I went through this when we went through a dog handler that we didn't know was real. And we found out that you can buy patches and badges and all kinds of stuff on Etsy. Mm-hmm. Cheryl says, I could have sworn said she was in SWAT, rejected by SWAT and a firearms instructor. She's the CEO of Firearms. What is it called again? Firearms something international? What makes it international? Firearms something? I think she's a firearms instructor with a business called Firearm something with a B International. Yeah, I think it is legal. It's just fake shit. Okay, hold on. Oops. Hold on. Let's copy it again. Oh, Beyond. Beyond International. Okay, good night, Kels. I love you. Beyond. How do you go beyond international? Isn't that like as beyond as you can get? And unless you go to the moon. Yeah, I'll show you. You can literally buy anything. Okay, so here we go. This is from the today's show about all this fake stuff. Okay, you ready? I asked, what are the contradictions and what arguments fail or succeed in this transcript? Firearms Beyond International. Oh, Lord. We've already got a red exclamation point. Okay, let's read through this. I'm going to turn off my cami. Smoke 'em if you got 'em, peeps.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Major contradictions in this transcript. A. Reliable sources versus completely fake story. The speaker emphasizes that International Business Times and Hindustan Times are considered reliable, but then says the article is absolute malarkey and completely bogus. Oh my God, this lady. Hold on one second. I can't with her. Okay. Contradictions. You can't lean on a source's credibility to introduce it, then fully dismiss it without clearly separating the institution's reputation versus the specific article's verification, which she didn't even know who wrote it. What's missing? Specific factual debunks, dates, records, police statements. Instead, it relies on tone and disbelief. B, we have another one. Oh my God. Do your research versus speculative dismissal. The speaker stresses you have to dig, you have to verify sources, but immediately dismisses the article as fake without presenting verifiable counter evidence. Contradiction advocates for evidence-based thinking, but uses intuition and plausibility arguments instead of hard proof. C. Anti-rumor stance versus introducing new unverified claims. The speaker criticizes misinformation, rumor spreading, and media speculation, but then claims, I know for a fact about Bitcoin ransom notes sent to the media. Contradictions. No source, no documentation, no verification given, yet presented as certain fact. This is the same behavior being criticized. D, I don't have a hate channel versus character attacks. Claims. Avoids naming individuals, doesn't promote hate, but discredits a source by criminal history. Quote, rap sheet longer than the suspect. Quote, liar. Contradiction. Argument shifts from evidence to character assassination. Arguments that fail. Logically weak. 1. She wouldn't ask her mom for money. Would you go to your elderly mother or your rich sister? Why it fails. It's based on assumption, not evidence. People borrow money for many non-financial reasons. And this is a false dilemma fallacy. 2. The source is a criminal, so it's false. Why it fails. This is a genetic fallacy. A claim's truth versus a person's past. Even unreliable people can occasionally provide true info. It sounds ridiculous. Number 3, therefore it's false. It appeals to intuition instead of evidence and makes many real cases sound ridiculous, or many real cases do sound ridiculous initially. It has some truth, so it's manipulative. Why it fails. While partially true, misinfo often mixes facts. It doesn't prove the entire article is false. 3, arguments that succeed. Oh, she had some strong points, folks. Misinformation spreads by mixing truth and lies. Okay, that's accurate. Information laundering through outlets. Social media rumor escalation, telephone effect. Motive critique of content creators. Key logical patterns. What's really happening? The speaker is mixing legitimate skepticism of misinformation with personal certainty without evidence. She's right that misinformation spreads fast, but she's using the same tactics she's warning about. Speculation, assumptions, and credibility attacks instead of proof. Lord have mercy. Jeez. Terrible. Isn't that terrible? Watch this. I'm going to ask it something else. Let's have fun with ChatGPT. Okay, you ready? The speaker is a former FBI agent. Should we trust it? Let's see what they say. Okay, so they're believing it. Okay, so it says short answer, no. Don't automatically trust it just because they're a former FBI agent, but also don't dismiss it outright. It does not mean they have inside info. So when you hear, I know this for a fact, that should raise a red flag. It does not make them unbiased. It does not replace evidence. Instead of asking, were they FBI, ask, are they showing evidence? Documents, confirmed statements, verifiable facts? Are they consistent? Do they apply the same skepticism to themselves as others? Are they separating fact versus opinion or blending them together? Are they attacking arguments or people? Applying it to this speaker? Dismissing things based on that's ridiculous, attacking source, I know for a fact without proof. Let me ask it something else. How do I know she's truly former FBI? That's the right question, and honestly, most people never ask it. Here's how you actually vet whether someone is truly a former FBI agent and not just saying it. Okay, here we go. Look for a real traceable identity. A legit former agent will have a footprint outside of YouTube and social media. Check for interviews on established outlets, okay? Speaking engagements, books, articles, or court testimony. LinkedIn or professional bios. I don't really trust LinkedIn. If all you can find is their own channel or other small creators repeating the claim, that's a red flag. Check for specifics. Real former agents usually state their division, violent crime, counterintelligence, etc. Years of service, roles, or cases. Not classified details, but general scope. Be cautious if it's just former FBI with no detail. That's very easy to fake. Okay. Listen how they talk. I got it, Christina. Listen how they talk about their job. Oof. She got the red flag behaviors in that one. Look for third-party verification. Okay, Court TV, CNN, Fox News. These outlets usually vet credentials. Search their name plus FBI. What you want to see is consistent history over time. What's suspicious? Nothing comes up, or only recent mentions tied to their own content. Some people use former FBI as a branding tool. Heavy reliance on title. Trust me, I was FBI. Minimal sourcing, strong opinions presented as facts. That's not how credible experts operate. Bottom line, you don't trust the badge, you verify the person. A real former FBI agent is independently verifiable, is consistent across sources, and does not rely on the title alone to win arguments. If someone says, I'm former FBI, trust me, your response should be, cool, show me your work, not your title. Ooh. Don't be scared to ask, people. All right, I'm putting your shiz in there, Christina. Here we go. They said, great, this is where the real analysis is. The argument in the transcript leans on a bunch of unstated assumptions. I'll break them down clearly so you can see what's actually holding our conclusions up or not. Assumption, mainstream outlets equal baseline credibility. Okay, so she got partly reasonable but flawed. Assumption, if parts are false, the whole thing is false. Reasonable to be suspicious, but logically flawed. Assumption, implausible equals untrue. She wouldn't ask her elderly mother for money instead of her wealthy sister. Evaluation, this is a huge hidden assumption about human behavior. People borrow from who they trust, who's accessible, and someone who won't ask questions. Assumption, criminal past equals current claims are false. If the source has a fraud history, their claims are inherently unreliable. So the evaluation is reasonable to question credibility, but invalid as proof the claim is false. The I know for a fact, completely unsupported without evidence. It assumes that she has access to verified info, her source is accurate, and there's no bias or misinterpretation. Verdict. One of the weakest assumptions of the entire argument. Rumors originate from bad actors intentionally. Sometimes true, not always. Misreporting. Oversimplified, casual explanation. Motivation explains truth. No proof of falsity. Assumption. Law enforcement clearance equals innocence. Not fully reliable. Investigations evolve. Statements are strategic. And not involved can mean not currently a suspect. She replaces missing evidence with reasonable sounding logic instead of what can be proven. Most of her argument isn't built on evidence, it's built on assumptions about how people behave, who to trust, and what makes sense. And those assumptions don't always hold up. I would like to look that up. Let's see. Jennifer Coffindaffer. What is it called? Firearms. What is it? Beyond. That's right. Infinity and Beyond. International, baby. Going global. Yeah, here it is. Firearms Beyond. Expert witness. Eagle Security Group. The fuck? Okay, look. Eagle, but why is this her credentials on this site? Look. Eagle Security Group. Oh, Eagle's founder and CEO is Roger Nisley, a retired FBI agent. How do we, what is this? I mean, they have like contract security, expert witness, GovCon. Okay, it says that this is all of their. I mean, it kind of looks legit, but I don't fucking know. I don't know what this stuff is. Okay, so anyways, they have her on here as an expert witness. That her federal law enforcement spanned over 28 years. Look at this. As a special agent, she specialized in gang. What? I thought she was like firearms. Hold up. Hold up. As a special agent with the FBI, she specialized in gang, narcotics, organized crime, Title III electronic surveillance, and counterintelligence investigations. She participated in numerous high-profile arrest operations and led nationally recognized investigations involving crime, weapons of mass destruction, and counterterrorism matters. Her leadership of investigations resulted in the disruption of the Crips criminal street gang in Fort Worth and the dismantlement of the Medellin cartel cell responsible for distributing thousands of kilos of coke through the Midwest and northern United States. She worked also multiple undercover assignments and managed and conducted numerous covert counterintelligence investigations in the nuclear counter-proliferation arena? What? A tactical operator on the FBI's Houston, Dallas, and San Juan SWAT teams Miss Coffindeffer is accomplished and certified FBI, police, tactical and firearms instructor, and tactical EMT who provides firearms and tactics instructions. Specifically, she has taught handgun and shoulder weapon techniques, marksmanship and defensive tactics to hundreds of federal agents, state and local law enforcement officers, and civilians over the last 30 years. Capitalizing on her extensive proficiencies, she founded Firearms Beyond International. There's the FBI. F period. B period. I period. Matthew. Whose mission is to teach self-defense, marksmanship, tactical use of force, active shooter self-defense, and terrorism awareness to civilians, where she serves as CEO and instructor. She has testified on more than 200 occasions before federal grand juries at identity, probable cause, detention, suppression, and sentencing hearings, and at trials on topics ranging from federal gang criminal violations and white-collar crime, record analysis, to criminal informant. Oh, thank dear God we got a
You the
cooter
best, Jack. Smile.
You're the best, Jack. Thank you for the cooter chat. That's so generous of you. Thank you, thank you. I do call in sometimes, Matthew. For the most part, I'm a one-woman show. But I'm up to, having a panel. Okay, let's wait. Criminal informant, investigative involvement. As an accomplished public speaker, she was selected by the FBI to lecture throughout the United States and Canada about terrorism, aviation security, gang investigations, and conspiracy sports bettings. Where are these lectures? Miss C has consulted on television projects for CBS, NBC, Imagine Entertainment. She has been featured as a self-defense expert for Action News Jax and the Fort Worth Star Telegram. And her career in the FBI has been highlighted in Glamour magazine. She works for the NFL, is a nationally registered EMT, and is a recipient of numerous awards from the FBI, Department of Justice, and the CIA. Dude, she's a CIA agent. That's all. It's got to be. The NFL. Hold up. Now I'm going into another rabbit hole. Jennifer Coffindaffer, NFL. Oh my God. Here's a post by her. This is her own words, so I can't get in trouble. She says, interesting article. I really enjoyed my job with the NFL that I had for several years after I retired from the FBI. It was great. I had to leave, however, during the pandemic because I was unable to be vaccinated. Many of us have significant allergies to medicine and foods. I'm one of those people. I spent more than 30 days in Zale Lipsky Hospital in Dallas due to going into anaphylactic shock and becoming dystonic from Reglan. I have had 3 hospital stints and multiple ambulance rides for this issue. About a year ago, I was on a plane and had an anaphylaxis episode again. Thankfully, there were 3 wonderful docs on board and 2 boluses of Benadryl. This is insane.
God bless
What?
America.
What's Reglan? What is Reglan? I gotta look that shit up. medication to use GERD and slow stomach emptying. Oh, for God's sakes. After we just freaking. Oh, man. More and more women are now being employed by the NFL. Glad to see it. Wait, look at this one 6 months ago. Look at this. On this NFL Sunday, I hope you have a few moments to check out the story of Bernie Kosar. I have to say, I had a Bernie crush back in the day. Dude, she is so corny. Wait, what's this? This says Eagle Security Group, Jennifer Coffindaffer biography. Wouldn't this be a resume? And why is this cut off? What is that? What's going on here? LinkedIn. This is it. Her LinkedIn, but I can't see it. As a special agent, look at, I investigated violent crimes, terrorism, organized. Look at it, it's all on there. 3 years ago. I'm happy to share that I'm starting a new position as network crime analyst at News Nation. The Gabby Petito case has stirred all our hearts, igniting conversations about domestic abuse. Attached is a clip from News Nation coverage where I served as the law enforcement expert to answer questions on the case. Don't you think she'd have more to highlight than... I don't know. I just don't know. Company website. Look at this guy. Who are these people? There's her. Are these her employees? Okay, look, we're going to go back to the website. You ready? Boom. There it is. It's straight up said Quantico. Look. Look. It even... Oh, look it. Oh, my cat left. Hang on, let me turn that off so you guys can see better. Look, encounter. Look at that. Oh my God. She even has it in quotes right there. Encounter a rare opportunity to receive scenario based firearms and self defense training and expert marksmanship instruction and combat shooting training only the FBI in quotes can teach. Look, over here too. Step through the doors of the FBI's training academy and into the shoes of an FBI new agent as you experience hands-on self-defense and tactical training by retired FBI SWAT agents and firearms instructors. And that's all I'm seeing is that she's a firearms instructor. Receive one-on-one instruction designed to improve your marksmanship skills and improve your ability to survive an unexpected assault. With a little luck and skill, you may graduate top gun of your class. This is their facilities, I guess. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Yo. What are you guys thinking here? What are you guys thinking? Experience Quantico. Yep, with the FBI in quotes, huh? Huh? Receive self-defense and scenario-based da 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 da. You'll be challenged both mentally and physically as you face real-life, hand-to-hand, bad guy confrontations and scenarios. What will you do if you are attacked? Step through the doors of the, quote, FBI's training academy, end quote. From safety handling your firearm to improving your skills, you will receive one-on-one instruction from retired FBI firearms instructors. With over 20 years experience training federal agents. Terrorism, active shooters, bomb threats, suicide bombers, airport security breaches. How safe are you from the wide range of domestic international terrorism threats? Look at the photos, guys. Learn what you may not have known and discover what you may be able to do in the face of this new era of homegrown violent extremism and jihad. What? Sane says, I think we need to send you in undercover to check it out. Sample training agenda. There's the agenda for the day. Paintball firearms tactics, Devil's Bridge, debrief, awards, critiques. Bring a sack lunch. They don't even feed you. Agreed, Ark. Agreed. Whether you want to receive hand-to-hand, no fear, self-defense training, tactical firearms training, as only the FBI can teach. See this? See this Firearms Beyond International? See this right here? See how they have F bold, B bold, and I bold? See that? FBI. Why would you do that? Artwork credit by Keely Larsdebal and Gemma Canavo. Okay. All right, that's the main page. Let's go to About Us. Oh, we got a big American flag. We're patriotic as fuck. Patriotic as fuck. And now we've got this. She retired in 2016 after 25 years as a special agent. She was a tactical operator on the FBI's Houston, Dallas, and San Juan SWAT teams from 95 through... Okay, we're getting some dates. From 95 through 2014, she was an FBI firearms instructor for 21 years, FBI law enforcement street survival instructor from 2003 to 2016. She has extensive investigative experience leading nationally investigations, organized crime, violent crime, weapons of mass destruction, counterintelligence, da 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 da. She's received numerous awards from the FBI, Department of Justice, CIA. Okay, we should be able to find this. Was nominated for the Attorney General's Team Award. Let's Google that. Jennifer Kaufman. Yeah, it's all coming up because of her. Look at this. The FBI is now starting at ground zero, she told Newsweek. What's this? Who's this? This week, we shared a memorable story that features former covert CIA officer and mother of 5, Ann Butler. What is it? Why is Jennifer Coffin in this? Why is Jennifer Coffin coming up for that? What is this? Why is her name coming up in this? I'm not seeing shit though about this award other than her saying that she got it. Like I don't even see anybody getting what's it? Okay, hold on. We're going to find out if this thing even exists. What is the Attorney General's Team Award? Okay, it recognizes groups of Department of Justice employees or partners for exceptional efforts. But I don't see where she was nominated. Yeah, because look, Attorney General Pam Bondi announced awards. Yeah, fuck that. There would have been some kind of proof that she was nominated. You know what I mean? There's like no proof of anything. Okay, go back to this. In 2014, she was selected to serve on. Oh my god! Oh my god! She protected James Comey's. What? What? Look at this. Look at this. In 2014, she was selected to serve on FBI Director James Comey's personal protective detail. People. Mr. Seashells on the seashore. So she personally protected the FBI director and she's never talked about that? Does that make a lick of chance? Let me know. What do you think? Does this make sense to you guys? Are you guys confused? I'm a little confused. Okay. She has been a featured speaker for the FBI providing terrorism and gang presentations. She was a tactical EMT for the FBI for 12 years. And she is a nationally registered EMT. She is CEO of Firearms Beyond and featured in the Fort Worth Star, Telegram, and Glamour Mag. That's the only two references. Glamour Mag. Then her person here is Steve Gomez. Over here. He was an agent for 22 years, where he investigated a broad range of federal matters, including violent crime, money laundering, hazardous materials. He was a tactical operator in LA for the SWAT team. Steve has extensive international investigative experience managing international investigations for the FBI in India, Indonesia, the Philippines, and China. Steve quickly advanced through the leadership ranks. Why doesn't Steve ever come on our show? I mean, wouldn't this guy be a plethora, whatever, of information? Plethora? I mean, for real. Let's see. What else did he do? Oh, he advanced quickly through the ranks of the FBI. And he became the special agent in charge of the Counterterrorism Division, LA. He also served as the chairman of the LA Joint Terrorism Task Force Executive Board, served on the mayor's Blue Ribbon panel. As the chair of the Counterterrorism Committee, Steve has had central leadership roles on several high-profile investigations, including the 2008 Mumbai, India terror attacks and the Reginald Denny LA riot investigation. He's a frequent contributor to ABC News, providing live commentary and analysis on high-profile domestic and international law enforcement-related news and security matters. Steve is currently CEO of B2G Global Strategies. Mr. Steve Gomez. You ever heard of these people? We're going to look up Mr. Steve. Okay. And that's all that's on their website, by the way. It's just that. Home and about us. And then when you go here to get in touch, this is literally the only way to get in touch with them. So, Steve Gomez. Steve Gomez, FBI. Let's see. Okay, now this guy has some other stuff. He is currently, let's see, Native Nation. He's the chief physical security officer for San Manuel Band of Mission Indians. Okay. So he ran an international security investigations company in LA. It doesn't. Hold on. It doesn't say anything about FBI. Oh. They put that at the bottom? What? He was a revenue agent with the Internal Revenue Service? He got his bachelor's degree in accounting from California State University. Okay. He lived. Oh, okay. Okay then. I can't find nothing with her like this though. But like, look, Security Magazine. He's the head of this resort and casino. Here he is on ABC. ABC News security contributor Steve Gomez. So he is on NBC. Here he is. He's got an X. Nothing on here. Look at though. Nothing on here says former FBI. It says security executive and consultant. Qualified manager of GP Security Group. And former ABC News security contributor. It says nothing about former FBI. Wouldn't that be like the main motherfucking thing that you would list? And then look who follows them. One person that I know, Cheryl McCollum. Followed by Cheryl McCollum. Christina. Oh, shit. I can't. This is crazy. He's literally like, look, right on, Jen. Teamwork. Jennifer Coffindaffer. This is October 4th, 2023. This is her with Gabby's parents. I saved posting this for last. When Gabby Petito went missing, I was running my business, playing tennis, teaching, and tending to my family. when I got the call from my FBI classmate, Steve, to look into Gabby's case. I would have never guessed her story would have inspired me to become an advocate for the missing.
God bless
What?
America.
Her story truly lit a fire. I had communicated many times with Nikki Schmidt, who I admire so, but had never met her, or Tara Petito, or Joseph Petito, or Jim Schmidt. So grateful to meet them. She was a fucking crime con. A huge highlight of Crime Con. According to her profile on Truthfinder, schools attended January 1st, 88 to December 31st, 88, the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, Glencoe, Georgia. What? Hold on. Let's Google that. That is a federal training agency operated by the United States Department of Homeland Security. That's legit. Let's see. I think anybody can go here, right? In Brunswick, Georgia. FOIA. You can FOIA shit. Basic programs. I mean, that's like an 8-month program. Cybercrime. What is this? Criminal investigator training program, land management police training, and uniform police training. This program is designed for full-time law enforcement agents or officers from the partner organizations. Hell, I don't know. Is that all it takes? I mean, this is run through the government. I don't know. Wait. Another school for her says January 1st, 88 to December 31st, 88, the FBI Academy, Quantico, Virginia. Yeah, this seems all mismatched, like hodgepodge. It doesn't seem like it would be that hard to verify someone, but I think it's quite ironic that her CEO, she's the CEO of this business. I mean, that's true. All right, let's see. They have Firearms Beyond International, Florida. Oh my God. The fuck? She lives in Florida? Yeah, she's still got that company. Her husband's the CFO. I thought the annual report showed you like money. I know, intergalactic, planetary. I thought you had to show like how much money you made. That was the point of these reports. Wait, we have a name change. What's this? What did we change our name? Oh, this is like the original. Firearms Beyond International at Gmail. Oh. Firearms Beyond LLC. She has a Dallas, Fort Worth phone number and Florida for location. Jennifer Lynn Brown. Who's that? Who's Jennifer Lynn Brown? So 2015, she started that. Maybe that was when she retired. Firearms Beyond LLC. I don't think she has. I think she always says FBI, Kathy, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, here's somebody else. Laia Fowler? Who's that? She works at Firearms Beyond International. She went to the University of Michigan and she lives in San Francisco. Look at this. A year ago, I am excited to share that this summer 24, I have accepted a position as marketing and research intern for Jennifer Coffindaffer, Firearms Beyond International LLC. This position combines my passions for law and society marketing, research initiatives, and the vast world of criminology. Jennifer's career in federal law enforcement spanned over 28 years, and her experience as a special agent with the FBI provides me unique insight. As a retired FBI agent, founder of Firearms Beyond International, and law and justice contributor for News Nation, Jennifer's knowledge and experience will be an incredible source for my professional goals. Great job, Laia. Oh, it doesn't require that, KJ? What's this? In this episode of FBI Retired Case File Review, retired agent Jennifer Coffindaffer reviews a case she worked in 03. Assigned as the senior resident agent at the Fort Worth Dallas International Airport. She arrested Fazal Karim, a Canadian of Pakistani origin, for trying to board a flight with 32 razor blades. This all looks phony. Look at, here's a quote. These were actual straight edge razor blades that one could hold in their hand and use to slit someone's throat or otherwise use as a weapon. Here's another thing. She works for Eagle Security Group. Oh my God. She can be contacted via Twitter. How to prevent car thefts and stay safe. Hold on. What is this? Yo, she's doing a demonstration. Hold on. Look. You ready?
Parking garages.
Those areas can be dangerous for both you and your vehicles. You want to really be aware of your surroundings at all times, especially today. But we might need more precautions. Marky Martin is joining us right now to demonstrate how you can avoid being a target. Good morning, Marky.
Hey, Adrienne. Yeah, this is all part of our Holiday Crime Prevention Week, and I want to introduce our special guest this morning. This is the brilliant Jennifer Coffendorfer, former special agent with the FBI. Thank you so much for waking up with us this morning.
Absolutely.
Tell me, you have taught me so much in the last 24 hours. Parking lots are actually one of the... Oh. Okay.
What did we just... What just happened? What just fucking happened? Have you guys seen this before? I've never seen this. Hold on. Let me fix the screen. Oh, my word. Okay, you guys ready?
Tell me, you have taught me so much in the last 24 hours. Parking lots are...
Look.
Actually...
Oh, shoot. The fuck?
One of the... Oh. Okay.
Wow. Wow. Can we slow that down? Can we slow that down? Oh, it doesn't give me the option to. Darn it.
Special agent with the FBI. Thank you so much for waking
Watch.
up with us this morning.
Absolutely.
Watch.
Tell me, you have taught me so much in the last 24 hours. Parking lots are actually one of the... Oh.
You guys, you can't make this stuff up, okay? You really can't make this stuff up.
You're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Okay, ready?
One of the... Oh. Okay. Y'all, this is how quickly...
I fucking can't. Look at this. Oh my god.
Oh. Okay.
Her punches. But her punches.
So much in the last 24 hours. Parking lots are actually one of the... Oh. Okay. Y'all, this is how quickly it can happen. Jennifer, this is our producer, Rich. Adrian, it's all good. This is...
I mean, you've gotta be kidding me. Let's watch this again.
Former special agent with the FBI. Thank you so much for waking up with us this morning.
Absolutely.
Tell me, you have taught me so much in the last 24 hours. Parking lots are actually one of the... Oh. Okay. Y'all, this is how quickly it can happen. Jennifer, this is our producer, Rich. Adrian.
The one lady's like, oh. White pants.
This is how quickly it can happen. Jennifer, this is our producer, Rich. Adrian, it's all good. This is Rich. Jennifer, take us through. You know better than anybody. This can happen in the blink of an eye.
Yes.
Oh my God. He went down.
Dude, I'm over here and I said, what the
parking
heck just
lots are
happened?
considered about the third most dangerous area that you can get attacked in. You're so susceptible. They're dark. There are places people can hide.
Holy shiznuts.
behind. I didn't even hear Rich come up behind me. And what you have to do is be ready to attack, be ready to go on the offense. Many people, when they have a ligature that is often used around their neck, they grab like this, trying to.
Yeah, can you put that show? Yeah. You told me yesterday in the movies and TV. She taught
Here we
me
go
this.
again.
You see a lot of people grab. That's not the right move.
Worst thing you can do, because you're just going to strangle, nevertheless, with your fingertips right here on your carotid artery. What you want to do is immediately turn, keep the predator close to you so that they have no way to strike you. Use this awkwardness to get them off balance, and then strike in
right in the
groin area.
And, you know, we were talking.
Oh my God.
And strike
right in the
groin area.
And, you know, we were talking about, you're getting a round of applause from studio. She can't hear you, Adrian, but everybody is applauding. And I just lost audio too, but I'll keep on talking, guys. And tell me, you said in TV and movies, you see that's not the right move. But in TV and movies, we see people punch the groin. That's not a cliche. That's your best chance of escape.
That's the best chance. That's your only opportunity to really incapacitate, so then you can leave. You're not looking for a fight. You're looking to get out of a vulnerable situation and be able to run and flee and be free.
And you were, I mean, brutally attacked in college. So you know that this can happen. So
my God, everything has happened to her.
So quickly, why is it parking lots and parking garages specifically?
Well, look at all the areas people can hide behind. And also, people are very distracted. You're headed to your car, you have your car keys. In an airport, you have luggage. If you're shopping, you have your bags. So you're completely distracted. Your hands are usually occupied. People these days, unfortunately, are always on their cellular phones and not paying attention.
Right.
So you open yourself up to vulnerability.
Yeah. And one of my last questions for you, what's the biggest mistake that you see people make when they enter parking lots?
Is he gonna
it's that time of year.
Is he going to come up behind her again?
Holiday, we're either flying, we're shopping. All of us are entering parking lots right now.
Right.
What's the biggest mistake you see folks make?
Biggest mistake is just being distracted, not keeping their eye on their surroundings, not being aware of a possible situation where somebody could attack them. You need to keep your head, I don't want to say on a swivel. We're not talking about being paranoid. We're talking about being aware. So keep in mind your surroundings. That's the number one thing. The other thing is, if you are by yourself, I strongly recommend you spend the $9 at Ace and get a little pepper spray. Keep it on your key ring, have it at the ready, practice with it prior to that so you know, is it a twist, is it a flip top, how can you utilize that and deploy it, and have it on the ready. So forget the cellular in your hand, have the pepper spray in your hand.
Yeah, you said forget the cell phone, take the earbuds out, stop listening to music, have all of your senses at the ready. Y'all, she's small, but she's mighty. She packs a punch. And I ain't messing with her. Hey, coming up, Adrian, in the 8 o'clock.
She is mighty, yes. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to look at is let's see if I can find it. Is this it? There it is. Okay. This is from Turtle Boy's Facebook. So here is, she was caught on Ring camera trespassing on this property during the, I don't know whose house this is. 34 Fairview Road. I don't know whose house this is, but she got busted. And when she got busted, she ran. Look. see that? Can you believe that? I mean, what the hell? To get a photo of the house? Oh, that's the house and yard where John O'Keefe was found. Yeah, this is our lady here. Dude, that's kind of crazy. I mean, I've seen it, it's funny, but then when you really think about it, you're like, what the hell? You know? Here it is. Here it is. The music? There she is, right there. Isn't that right? Where is this at? What state? Look at her, too. She takes off running. Massachusetts. Why would she be there? Look at her run up. Short but funky, Austin. I don't know if she's running down the driveway and then look, you're going to see her here. She's going to walk across here. Run, Gen A, run. There she goes. That's insane. What's up, Emmy Joe? It's good to see you tonight. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up on that note. I think that's a good note to wrap it up on, something funny. It's a house where someone was murdered. Murdered. She's getting pictures of a murdered house. Someone opens the door. Is that why she runs? Oh. Someone opens the door and then she takes off. All right, watch it again, knowing that. What a little bitch. We're going to have dinner because that's what people get murdered. Anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow. You will be redirected over to tomorrow's live on J for Justice. But everybody have a good night. It was fun hanging out tonight. Sunday night chatters. Thank you, Cooterville. Thank you guys for your support. We're going to run the credits and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll talk again soon. I think we hit everything on the poll. 55% said no idea, but I'm staying. We're being messy, 22%. 12% we're being chill. And then we're going on a rabbit hole, 11. I think we covered it all. Yay! Success. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. See you later, Jax. Seriously, have a good night, everybody. And don't forget before you go to sleep to say a little prayer for our friend Nash Native and her family. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the support tonight. I'll see y'all tomorrow.